Uh,
Yep.
yeah, I stupidly didn't open my character sheet yet,
Does,
but
any,
yeah.
does anyone
Oh.
have Medica's character sheet?
I can check. I think Bunga did.
I've definitely given
potentially.
it to someone.
I do.
Would you do the honors?
I would.
Thank you. Andy, you'll get to record.
Yeah, we are.
Oh, sweet.
What is this? This is amazing.
Space Marine singing. I'm still standing.
You've been getting into Warhammer 40k recently, Charlie. I think maybe you need to get some fucking units to paint, dude. What the fuck? Jesus Christ.
I love how this has become like the official theme tune to Space Marine. Okie dokie. That's. I'm gonna give this a skip and move into playlist. But a great still, we should start every session with that.
Just pumps everyone up, getting ready.
Okay. Abard, Medica, and Shamash, as the nets grip around your body, the cold floor of the spirit mound on your cheeks, the sound of light footsteps crunch in the recent snowflakes that drop like dust from the wider bowl of the well which you just flew down. The large cavernous outcropping above, framing the cold northern sky. If you are able to move and look upwards, you likely see the glancing look from Nubs, Finnan, and Unger as they onlook on your capture. But the sound of footsteps stop, and you hear a voice. A small stature based on its tone speak one word. Onions. And then another voice. See, onions! I told you! Net cannons! You never know when they might come in handy, and here you go. I told you. I told you. Onions. Alright. So, what have we got? You three. Speak your names and your purpose.
At this point, Shamash uses his Misty Step to come out from underneath the next camp. Can you not?
You are restrained. No, you
Okay.
are restrained. I'm afraid you are
Maybe
not
she's
able to.
stepping. Fair enough.
Medica opens his mouth, clears his throat, and he says something very similar to,
Fuck you! Fucking die!
Let me just go back on the Misty Step. What is Misty Step purely verbal?
Let me just have a quick look. I'm pretty sure
you said to be holding the dagger, don't you?
No, because I also have it as a actual spell as well.
Ah.
It's just instantaneous, so you teleport yourself 30 feet to a non-occupied space.
But what are the components required for the spell?
It says V. What's V? Verbal. Yes, it's just verbal.
Verbal. Okay.
But I don't have to do that if it works better. It's all right.
Would you just teleport with the net still on top of you to a space where you're looking at?
Well, that's a good point. I mean, what counts as clothes? Do I turn naked every time I do it?
Yeah. Lost Joe.
I'll allow you to Misty Step. It's within the rules.
Cool. Should we wait till Joe gets back?
Oh, where did Joe go?
He's back. Can't hear you, Joe.
Here we go.
Oh,
Hey.
There we go. Hey.
I got the craziest B-sod just right in the middle of that. Just Andy went, like that just like echoed out. My scream went blue and it scared the crap out of me. Not gonna be honest.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So apologies. Don't know what happened. I think it was something to do with me messing around with Chrome. So I'm just gonna leave it alone. All right.
So, Andy,
Apologies,
can you
everyone.
quickly describe the terrain around me? Well, from what I can see, you actually can see.
So
in 20
yeah, so
stuff down.
let me send a real quick pic in Jenny. That you can see in general chat. Dun, 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 dun. This is going to give you a very rough outline of the area.
Mm.
Where are we?
You're right down in the middle.
By the weird altar thing.
Yeah, like in the altar in the middle. Yeah, exactly.
So
Cool.
not by the
Rough-
tents or anything.
Roughly how far would I be from the totem pole? Sorry to be difficult.
No, it's all right. Around 80 foot.
Okay, well, Shamash is not going to go there. Shamash picks a random spot about 30 meters away, or 30 away, that he can see, and says, Vamoosh! As he disappears from underneath the net, and suddenly appears standing, or maybe crawling, I'm not sure really, 30 foot and slightly behind the laughing man who just asked him who they were, speak your names. And Shamash says to him, My name is Shamash. Well, I've been King Cabradon Shamash. With whom do I have the pleasure?
To correct himself like that as he speaks too.
Yeah.
seeing the figure turn as you misty step and speak at him, you see a hobgoblin. It kind of looks disgruntled, but then he casts his finger over at you, and I'd ask you to make me a wisdom save.
Cool. 9.
On a 9, you feel your mouth move, but there's no words come from it, and you are completely silenced. And the hobgoblin just laughs. Oh, no, I don't like your voice. And he just like lets out a whistle, and I'd ask you to make me a dexterity check as another net cannon fires out from within the tent.
Well. 13. 13. That was the same? Oh, no.
We're going to say that is a save in this instance, as you are much more aware of what's going on, and I'd imagine that you would have highly anticipated it, so therefore the DC is reduced. As the net kind of flies over your shoulder, the hobgoblin just smiles, shrugs his shoulders, and says, "Oh well," and he holds up his hands. Well, if you're in the mood for introductions, he bows slightly. I'm Krantz. Nice to meet you, Shamash Venkabradon. And he clicks his fingers, and you feel your voice able to speak again.
Lovely to meet you too. Shamash had just been screaming like as much as he could when he couldn't hear the sound of his own voice. It was probably the most disturbed he's been this entire campaign.
I'm assuming you're not here to murder us anyway.
I don't know. Do you need murdering?
Well, I'm hoping not. You're the ones that came and snuck up on our little camp here.
To be fair, we did see your little camp. But no, we mean you no harm, unless you mean harm to us. I'd ask you if you could let my friends here up, because I don't think they like lying on the ground like that in the dirt. Certainly not Haybard. I think Medica would probably be okay with it. What say you, Medica?
No.
Yeah, he doesn't like it either. It's okay if you let them up. We can, maybe approach this in a slightly more civilized manner.
I myself am tremendously distressed.
Roll me a persuasion check, Shamash.
Ooh. 11.
Krantz narrows his eyes. Keep an eye on him, onions. Gregor? load up another one of those nets just in case. Keep an eye on this one. Shamash Franken Cabradon, why are you here?
Well, it's a funny thing, actually. Me and my valets here were just going for a stroll through the woods, and, well, we saw this lovely little cave hole in the ground. We thought, let's go have a look over it, and, rather than standing at the top, we couldn't see a normal way down, so we thought we'd just fly down to see and have a bit of a look around. But tell me, why are you here? It's a very strange place for someone to be.
We're here because we've been here for a very long time. This is our northern quarter. This is our headquarters.
Well, I guess that's as good a reason as any to be somewhere, because you've been there for a long, long time.
Aye.
My family used to be in somewhere for a long, long time, but I'm not there anymore. But that's a story for another day. Well, yes, no, we just came to have a look around. We've been told you've got a particularly fascinating altar here that, being, academics of history would love to understand a bit more. I also have some friends up there on the ridge at Slash points at the presumably hiding or sort of trying not to be obvious faces of Nubs. What's called Nubs and
Unger and
Unger and
Finnan.
Finnan. Yeah.
Unger's not trying
How
to
many-
hide. His face is well over the hole, just peering down.
The hobgoblin stares up and locks eyes with Younger from what is about a 200-300 foot drop. I think he's actually further. No, yeah, about 250 foot drop. Krantz looks back over at you, Shamash. How many of them are there?
3. There was a 4th, Emmerich. He was a valet of mine, but sadly he had a tragic accident not so long ago. We're still grieving his loss, actually. But yeah, so there's 3 up there and the 3 of us down here, and well, that's all of us that came out for the stroll today.
I'm sorry to hear of your friend.
From up at the top of the rim, you just hear a shriek from Nubs that goes, "Goblin!" That sort of like continues for a few seconds.
The echo around the cavern.
The whole cabin. Let's.
As Shamash, you look over at Krantz and this other figure, I should say, now that you've got a visible eye look at him, he's a gnome, and he just looks back up and just, onions.
Nubs shakes his fist down at the bottom of the crater. Oh!
Krantz looks back over at you, Shamash. Are we going to have a problem with that lot up there? Got nets if we need them.
Well, I would say keep your nets primed just in case. They don't cause me much trouble most of the time. You have the odd falling out, but, we've never tried to kill each other. I seem to remember. Hey, what? Have we ever tried to kill each other?
And Abard thinks back to Tribor. I think him and Medica had a big duel that I think Medica thought was to the death, but Abard didn't. And he's like, no, I don't think we've actually had any trouble. And then just flashes of Finnan calling down lightning on him several times. No trouble at all, actually. No, quite a peaceable lot, really.
So our friend Abard here likes a game of cards, if you're ever up for one.
Yes, if only you could release my hands, I'd be ever so happy to roll the dice.
Oh, he's thinking of something.
Oh, no.
Look at that face. Well.
It's kind of
I can't tell if my phrase or if Andy.
furrows his brow. What do you think, Onion? And Onion's just... This gnome's...
Oh no.
Oh, no, you've just got
He looks down at Medica. He... But
You're a bit choppy, Andy, I'm afraid.
Should we send him something on WhatsApp?
Oh, really?
Your mesh may be letting you down.
Oh, hold on.
are you sure?
Heavens.
I think you might have the same mesh issue as me, that you get good connection for like 30 seconds and then
Hello?
it drops.
Yeah, we can hear you. Give us a lemon when you hear this. Lemon.
He's
Oh boy.
Ooh.
Ooh.
serious.
Just imagining that voiceover was very much like the scene in the D&D movie, you know, when he's got the image of the bard and he just starts going all weird because he gets his foot stuck while he's casting.
That was so good. That's such
They
a good
captured
movie.
the spirit very well in that film, didn't they? They really did.
I really do hope they make a sequel at some point. That would
They're
be-
planning on it, I think, aren't they? But I'm not
Yeah.
sure if they've started it.
So I
That's
don't
very-
think it did well commercially in the cinemas, but I think it's had a bit of a cult following since.
No.
I'm hoping.
I think
was
it
very
did well on
impressed with it.
streaming. Yeah.
Yeah, I would definitely go and see another in cinema.
Yeah, that's really good.
Like, I think it probably works for people who don't even haven't even played D&D, because it's just like fun with nice actors.
Yeah.
Is Andy being very still, or is he completely frozen?
I think
I think
he's
he-
frozen.
Yeah,
I think he has
Ah.
frozen, yeah.
Oh, it was going so well.
Amy enjoyed D&D movie. She watched it once, never played D&D, and asked to watch it again the other week. So that bodes well.
Whoa, there you go, man.
Nice. I've got
Yeah, Matilda liked it too, actually, if I remember. Yeah, I think we watched it together.
And
It's just
like,
fun, yeah.
You don't have to play D&D to understand it.
But there's a good amount of like service to the fans in that film, I would say as well. I
Yeah.
don't play loads of D&D, obviously, just this with you guys, but I thought it was really good. Excuse me.
And just said his whole Wi-Fi has gone, which is
Uh-oh.
pretty significant. So, UK people, Warhammer VR, when are we going to go?
40k, is it?
Yeah, it's Space
Oh,
Marine
really?
VR.
Oh,
That
no
would be
way.
sweet.
It does look sweet. Yeah, we just need to find a day when we can all do.
Very keen.
I will probably struggle this calendar year, I'm afraid.
No, fair enough.
Fair play, mate. Did your eye get a bit bashed in the last mat session you were at, Charlie? Your left
yes,
eye.
it did.
I could see
Oh,
it. Looking
oh my
a
God,
little bit
wow.
bashed up.
Yeah. That's the last competition. Head to the eye.
Ouch.
That's not
Oh,
what you want.
the way she put a head to
Literally
it.
about a head to the eye about 3 or 4 times.
Ow. Ow. Did you say ow every
Jeez.
time?
Yeah.
The game to stop. Ow. Ow.
ow. Like
Ow.
who's it?
Yeah,
Superintendent
ow, ow, ow.
Chalmers.
Yeah, exactly. Congrats, though, mate. You got a couple of, like, what was it? You got your first one. Was it non-GI? You get silver and gold.
gi.
Did you say or something? Non-gi. Sorry, yeah, no gi.
Yeah, silver and gold in the first competition, and
Nice
a
one, mate.
bronze in the second competition.
Hell yeah, dude.
One of each.
Is no gi? Is that like you haven't got, say, a brown belt or a black belt? Is that what it's about?
No, it's the clothing. It's like MMA, so you're just wearing like
Oh right, yeah. So it's like you wear
brass
regular treads,
rather than
yeah,
like
got you.
the dressing gown looking thing. Dressing
Yeah,
gown
yeah.
looking thing is the gi.
Got you. Yeah, of course. Yeah, makes sense. I don't know. But I thought it was like GI, sort of like general. I don't know. It's like
Yeah.
generally induction or whatever. Like, I don't know if you'd like got up to a certain
General
stage of rank.
impression. No.
You had your general introduction.
Gi is the dressing
Yeah.
gown.
Should have guessed.
No
it.
gi is no dressing gown.
Gotcha. Is that literally any rank then that will be there?
Yeah, but it's split into white belt, split
Yeah,
into
yeah.
belt divisions. So I was
Yeah, I thought so.
competing in white belt and then split into weight
Yeah.
division and age division as well.
Fair.
91 kg masters, which is 30 plus.
Fuck,
Apparently,
those
we're
big
not
dudes, though.
adults. If we're not, when you're over 30, you're not an adult anymore. You're a master, apparently.
Oh, nice.
Same in mountain biking, actually.
That was it.
Yeah, once you're about, I think it's 13, like masters,
Yeah.
Old fucks.
pretty much.
But my first fight fought a 17-year-old.
Oh shit. Who's 90 kg?
He was
That's a big
97 kg.
97.
Shit.
And he was
Brick shit
6'3".
house. 17.
6'3", 97 kg.
And you
Still cried though.
And I still beat him twice. Yeah.
Nice, but I mean, fair. Fucking hell.
Yeah, he was a unit.
I was gonna say your division they'll all be units though. They'll all be 90 plus. That's absolutely
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah. Oh, there's some units of this one, hence the black
Yeah.
eye.
Shit.
Oh, was that a whiskey there?
Ooh, who's got a whiskey? Oh,
Oh,
nice.
a nice tumbler too. I must
Yeah.
say.
Yeah. What flavour whiskey?
It's Talisker.
Orange.
Ooh,
Ooh, nice. Orange.
orange whiskey.
Oh, lovely.
Orange. Do you have an orange one?
Oh,
18-year-old Scotch and some orange juice. What a great combo.
Yeah, exactly.
What a great way
Around
to
some
get rid of any of those
nice
horrible
pubs in
whiskey
Scotland.
flavours.
Yeah, it does
Good way to
clear out.
ingratiate yourself, isn't it? Can I have a
Yeah.
whiskey? I'll take that 18-year-old and some orange juice, please. Lovely.
And then just
Can't
lean
you have
in
it?
front of the guy into like a sippy cup and then shake it around.
yeah. Ah,
Tastes like juice.
what are you doing?
Delicious. Actually, I'm going to say something sacrilegious. If anyone had tried a little bit of like a blend whiskey and apple juice, it's actually quite nice. Just a little bit of apple juice in there.
I haven't.
Actually,
Is that what you have with your breakfast, Joe?
Yeah, exactly. Apple juice. Because the whiskey's the same colour.
Yeah.
No, I tried it somewhere. It was doing like the Jameson promotion. They said we do like a with apple juice, and I gave it a go. I maybe wouldn't drink it over just whiskey, but it wasn't bad.
Oh,
Hey,
you're
here
moving
he is.
very fast, Andy.
Hello. Is that
Oh,
right?
Hello.
beautiful
Yeah, that's
quality.
really
Yeah,
good.
real nice.
See, perfect.
Yeah.
Don't know what the
Yeah.
fuck was going on. Bullshit. Fingers crossed it continues to work. Let's see. Righty. Just give me a sign if it starts to get shit again.
Will do.
I'll
If
message
it's
you
bad.
on WhatsApp if it goes fucky.
Yeah,
Okay, thank you.
keep up.
At this point, Krantz, I think, had just asked what he thought about letting Abard and Medica out, and Onions just, or at least the person who's been referred back to as Onions, stares back at the hobgoblin Krantz and just shrugs. Onions. And Krantz is just, all right, come on then, let's let them out. And he kind of gestures over to Shamash to come and give him a hand. Come on then, come and help your friends.
I'm an acquaintance more than friend, but yes, I'll go.
We should have follow for 6 months, I think, ish. Anyway, be much obliged.
Yeah, here we go.
Abard kind of wriggles like the slug in A Bug's Life over to the nearest character.
The German one, right?
Yeah.
From up on the ridge, you hear another call. Help us down, you green bastards, so we can come and tickle you proper!
I'm terribly sorry about my friend. He's rather keen. Not much sense.
I'd say rather rude, if anything.
Yes, well, that's what happens when you don't have proper breeding, isn't it, Abart?
Yes, indeed. You understand that some of us understand the importance of gratitude. And,
Eugenics.
Well, it's just what you do like with your racing horses, isn't it?
It's just nice to be polite, though, ain't it?
Well, yes, clearly I
Yeah,
can
from
tell
top
you're
of the-
from a decent background. Good breeding, my friend. Was it Krantz?
Krantz is not from a respectable place. No. I
Yeah,
have
you're
my,
so modest.
but I have my friends to thank for the way I am now. When I first met them, I was a right bastard. But not anymore, it's behind me.
Medica
It's okay,
turning
but
his
you can...
face up to
Okay.
face Krantz goes, "Get me out of this net."
And I just over his shoulder, just like you hear, just onions, and just you see this small gnome just start to like try and like unravel the net. Onions, and just pulls the net over slightly and just stares at you, holds holds out his hand to Medica and offers it.
Medica doesn't take it. He
Onions.
just stands himself up and looks at Onions with a suspicious look.
He continues to hold his hand out, and he stares over at Shamash and Abod. Onions, kind of pointing at Medica.
Well, we call him Medica, but you can call him Onions if you like, my short-statured friend. And this fellow here is Abard Helen. I'm sure he'd like to introduce himself.
Yeah, good day. I see you're in much the windfall of nets in this hole. Yes. Onions, was it?
Onions.
Onions, yes. You like onions, do you?
Krantz, tone it down on the onions thing, all right? It's not his fault. He's just leave it alone, eh?
Right.
Onions is very glad to meet all of you. Everyone, Abard, Shamash. Sorry, did you say your name? And he points at Medica. What's his name?
No, I didn't.
Okay, what's your rude bald head friend's name?
Jared? Jared? What do we call him? Abard?
Medica shoots a sharp glance at Shamash.
Jared, I think it was. I think we call him Jared. He doesn't speak very much, because it's quite hard.
No, Jeremy, I think.
Jaredy.
Yeah.
Jaredo?
Medica
Jeremy.
sighs. He goes, I am Medica Insanus.
There we go.
That's your name?
Good accent, by the way.
Very good. Krantz and Medica and Sanus, this is Onions. Jeremy Onions. Onions is his second name. But we call him Onions. And as you can see, all he can say is Onions. A tragic event. But try not to make a thing of it. And Onions kind of nods, looking very stern. Onions. As for your friends up there, and he just kind of looks up. Go to the big oak. There's a doorway.
Unger turns to Nub. Huh? What did he say?
I didn't hear shit, says Nubs, looking back at him.
I heard big something.
How
Something.
far
You're
away
a
are
big
they
idiot,
roughly?
says Nubs down into the into the crater.
250 foot.
Yeah, long way.
I can't help with that.
What do you think?
Hmm.
I reckon there might be a way down over there. Why don't we head over to that big oak I can see on the other side for a better vantage point? What do you reckon?
Sound good.
All right, we'll sneak around. Finn,
Smash
follow
now
us.
realizes he can also shout,
we
Big Oak! Don't be a dick, they're friends.
could fly down,
Big.
but
Big dick.
Yeah, I heard that too. I don't know what Shamash is on
Dick?
about. Dick. We better
Oak
get down
sounds
there
good,
quick
though.
before anything develops.
As Krantz looks on from the thaumaturgy, as Shamash echoes the statement over. Go on then. We just bought a fresh pot of chamomile tea before you came to our attention. Fancy a cup?
Don't mind if I do.
Gregor, stand down on the net. And you kind of see just like a head appear from over this small kind of turret over by the tents. Of what looks to be a half elf from a little distance.
You're
Abod
breaking
just
up
completely
there,
cut out for anyone else.
Yeah.
We lost you a bit there, bud.
Tweedales
Sorry.
have got bad
sorry.
Wi-Fi.
Nah, my Wi-Fi.
You're back.
Okay, it dropped out.
You're back.
I must say, and that's tremendously impressive. That's a very practical little contraption you've got there.
Thank you. It was my idea, wasn't it, Onions? Onions just rolls his eyes. Onions. I used to be a sailor, you see. Just got something about rope work, and nets. Having been almost drowned alive in one in a net, along with a great white shark and some other nefarious beasts of the depths. I've always just had something for, getting him on someone else. Showing what else it feels like to someone else, and Gregor here was interested in cannons. He used to be a siege worker, and I thought, why not put a net in a cannon? And here we are. What a
Genius.
treat. Thank you.
Alright, where from anywhere?
Sorry, what was that? Your mouth seemed to stop working.
Yes, it's me quite often at the moment, actually. It's rather annoying. Where do you sail from, my dear bride?
Oh, I sailed all the way from, where did we go? Luskan, all the way down to the jungles of Colts. All along the western coast. Yes, regular passage up and down from the north to the south. Sailed much?
Great once, weren't we?
Uh,
Eivor and Medica?
Yes, we actually very specifically sailed directly into Luskan once, yes.
Ah, fine port.
Yes. That's where we left it, but yes. Got
Who
this
did you
sword on
say?
a boat.
Indeed. Strange
Yeah.
looking sword, that.
Yeah.
We also
Was
once
this-
had a boat that flew in the air, but sadly that's no more.
Yes, my brother was impaled on it.
I'm sorry, what? A boat that flew in the air? Did you
Yeah,
say?
some sort of airship, I guess. A ship of the air.
Huh.
It had some, I don't know quite how it worked, but it seemed to have some balloons, some gas, and some sort of contraption anyway, but alas, it got caught on fire and crashed to the ground, killing many, including this chap's brother.
It was your brother's ship.
No, we were just on it for a time. We took possession of it after we defeated some goblins near Fandelver.
The crew we had was from the sea. They did the Luskan route. They were the ones who took us previously. Do you remember his name?
Geraldo!
Geraldo.
Magnifico.
How do you know him?
Geraldo. Maybe. Rings a bell, I don't know. I'm not sure.
Yeah, but
But a flying ship is interesting. Some of our fellows in the Eastern Quarter who were working on a contraption to be able to help a ship fly. I wondered. But
you
to be in
mentioned-
possession of goblins, I'm either concern or coincidence.
You mentioned quarters. I think you said that you're the northern quarter or the winter quarter. Your friends in the eastern quarter. What are the quarters?
Well, it's all part of our little group, our guild. Well, like I said, I am Krantz. This is Onions. This is Gregor, and I imagine you're kind of all walking closer to the tents at this stage. Gregor, Medica, Eibard, and Shamash.
Edgar is
hi.
suspiciously
Pleasure.
staying towards the back. He's really not entering the perimeter of the tent.
We are all we're all part of we are the children of Daedalus. We are the Northern Quarter, our chapter. Our friends in the east, they same in the west and in the south. We're inventors, engineers, tinkerers, interested in things. Hence the cannons and the nets, that kind of fun.
And much
say
fun
this
it
thing.
was.
I'm glad you liked it. At this stage, you could say that the rest of the party finding what looked to be kind of in fact,
Oh my God! There's a door in this oak tree. You think?
as you
Do you think
approach
it goes down?
this oak tree, you do see actually a door in the oak tree. It's extremely disguised, but for all three of you, you are extremely adept in the way of nature and survival. It would be quite obvious to you three, I would say. And opening it, it goes down into this spiral staircase that seems to go on and on and on until eventually it opens out into the bottom of this well. And you see in front of you this small mound with tents and a small fire in the middle of it. And,
I was going to say
your
before
friends.
that, Nubs glances over at Bungus and says, "There's only one way quick and enough to get down." He scuffs onto his butt, just sort of like shuffles himself down the stairs, bouncing on each step on his buttocks as he goes down.
For 250 feet,
Yeah, short swords in hand. Ah!
Toxic's ruined by the end of it. But it was all worth it.
Literally no arse left. Just bone.
Okay, do you want like sort of Nubs' arrival at the bottom of the stairs to play out? Or
Yeah, go for it. Yeah,
We
yeah,
like
yeah.
you to describe every step.
Nubs lands in a sort of roll. You can tell he's really injured as he does like Bruce. He goes, ooh, but he does a sort of forward roll anyway. Both short swords in his hand. Grab some steel, you green-skinned butt! And just as he's about to say bastards, he looks around and notices most people aren't actually goblins. There's an elf, there's a gnome, and there are a few other ragtag people there, and everyone's sat around the fire drinking chamomile tea. And he sort of puts him short as he just looks around
I imagine
with his swords in hand.
Yeah, as you kind of like stop yourself halfway, the other gnome is there with a pipe, just kind of staring back over at you from about 50 or so foot away. And he just looks at you, shakes his head, looks at the rest of your fellows around the fire. Onions.
So this is Nubs.
And Nubs puts his swords away and says, "Hello, I'm Nubs." Just as a repeating what Shamash said.
He's pleased to meet you.
The gnome kind
Yeah.
of puffs on his pipe. And he nods at you, Nubs. Onions?
Right there, chap. Right, Chuff, says Nubs back to him.
Onions?
Right, Chuff, yeah, I like onions, I.
Kranz kind of nods his head at you three who have arrived, and is Kurihi's with you as well, I assume.
I
Yeah.
guess they maybe
so-
just walked
so
down the
for-
stairs.
Yeah, Unga kind of dips out of the doorway, which I imagine is relatively small-ish, and
Yeah.
starts gingerly walking over towards the camp. He sees Medica stood on the side of the camp, looking very alert, and he's still not convinced that these people are necessarily trustworthy.
Come on then. We've got some chamomile tea here. Come and sit down.
Got any more of
So,
that
yes.
pipe weed?
Onions. And he kind of puts into his side pocket.
Oh, bloody hell, I ran out
Passes
about
you a
2
small
weeks ago.
little package.
Busting for a smoke, me. Nubs pops his little, this tiny little driest bit of tobacco he'd been saving in the bottom of his pipe, taps it out, sort of scurries over.
Onions passes you a small package, and you open it up, and in it is the freshest, moistest leaf tobacco you've seen in a very long time.
Icky pipeweed.
Nubs is almost salivating. Licks his lips and goes, "Oh, gives a bit of that, Chuff." And but he doesn't wait for an answer; just puts it straight into his pipe.
It does slightly glisten. See small crystals formed on it.
Gives it a little sniff
Onions.
on the end of the pipe.
It smells delicious.
Oh, hurries for his matches in his pocket, dropping a couple on the ground as his fingers are shaking as he tries to get them towards the end of the pipe. He lights 2 matches at once.
Onions kind of just like taps you on the shoulder. Onions, kind of beckoning you to slow down.
Yeah. Takes one massive drag on the pipe and rolls over onto his rear side. His whole demeanor, it always seems like his face drop as he breathes out.
So Krantz looks around at all of you. Strange old bunch, you lot, just for having a little stroll. Tell me, why were you walking here again?
Well, it's been quite the stroll, hasn't it? We've been strolling for quite some time, team.
Yes.
Yes, we're on a archaeological expedition.
Roll me a deception check.
Can I do that as a persuasion? Because I meant that earnestly.
I mean, it's
Yeah, go
Yeah.
for it.
Yeah.
Go for it. That's fair.
12.
Krantz's eyes kind of narrow. And he looks around at you all again. And what brings a dragonborn, a halfling, he looks at Kurihi. What even is this?
some kind of monster. So Snubs just between puffs of his pipe.
And he goes, "It's my good orangutan friend. He's a bit worse for wear, though."
Yes.
Orangutan friend.
I accidentally killed him.
He's from the deep
see.
south. Way south.
Two humans, a gnome, and he stares at Unger. And a gorilla?
I think he's a human as well, at least to my eye.
He's a particular
Oh, to-
archaeological interest.
Sorry, a bald gorilla. By the looks of things.
Well, you see, we don't see race. We just see the colour of each other's souls. Now, we think it's strange that you point out the fact because all I see here is 6, and maybe a half, companions. Loyal brothers in arms, who have gone through many difficulties together. Why do you decide to pick out the fact that we're from different racial backgrounds? Is that an issue you have?
I mean, we
I
look pretty
mean-
fucking weird, says Snubs looking around. I'm not going to lie, I
You're-
can't understand the goblin, honestly.
You're literally talking to a hobgoblin, and your friend over here shouted down something that I can only perceive was something goblin abuse related. But no,
I'll take
it's
that.
more the fact of the geography of it all. How did you all come together? It's a bit of a hodgepodge.
Why you ask questions?
Why did you come to our place? I mean, you're here
Why is this your place?
because we were here first.
No. My people were here first.
Your people.
Yes.
He speaks truth.
Archaeological significance.
Indeed.
Krantz kind of bows his head. Expand.
Bunga, would you like to explain, or can I surmise on what I've learned from your sort?
I just
It's-
love to imagine, like, Unger just expands. Like,
I'm just starts like puffs his arms out in like a kind of intimidation posture. Expand me.
Like this.
explain.
I can sort of. Yeah.
Gentlemen, you find yourselves in the gracious presence of Unger Bungerson, son of Bunga.
Unger?
Bunga. Son of
He
Bunga.
is a man lost in time from an ancient race of tribesmen of the northern Sword Coast, and Unger was trapped in ice for a very, very long time, and he walks now among us and is looking to reconnect with the places of his people's past. He has more right to
Indeed.
be here than any of us.
We believe
this-
his sorts were the ones who built the totems and all this stuff in the middle here. I'm assuming you didn't build that.
No, that's true. Fair play. If this is from your lot, then I guess you were here first. Fair enough.
Better
He
not
holds
be
out his hand.
appropriating it culturally.
No. Not at all. I wasn't even here when we say we, wasn't just me, it was our guild. We find places that are useful.
You're in a
Places that are
guild as well?
quiet. Yes. The Krantz of the Children of Daedalus.
Nubs
Sorry.
moves closer.
Did I not say that to
Kind
you?
of guild.
I heard it.
We're engineers. Tinkerers and craftsmen.
Engineers.
You have been tinkering with this place, Hunger says with a hint of anger.
Not me personally. No. We added some layer of protection because there's something of interest here.
Tell me, do people often attack you? You do seem rather well defended for some rabble in the woods.
I mean, we have one net cannon. The fires
very
several nets
effective.
all at once.
A very effective net cannon it is as well.
And the elf that hasn't spoken the entire time, Gregor, kind of nods his head. Thank you. I'm a fine shot.
He's
Yep.
himself.
Elves.
You see next to Gregor, you see like 3 empty bottles and another one in his hand. And he just kind of rosy cheeks, just kind of.
Villain hones in on this and wishes to speak to Gregor at a later date. But now it's too formal. So, yeah.
Franz kind of looks around. So, sorry. Yes, we're a guild of engineers, and we make things here. And
Well,
their cannon was one, and we make other things here too. We have a whole area. where we
Nubs is
make
frozen
things.
in his face at the moment.
Sorry, you need to ask a question.
Oh, maybe, yeah. Well, we're also in a guild, you might say, although we're in an adventuring guild, says Nubs. You might have heard of us, the Low Profilers. And he sort of like opens his cloak and sort of poses as he does. Sub-guild of the the Jam Pocket. You may have heard of it. You probably have. In fact, don't answer that. That doesn't matter. We're here on a quest, of course, because we're an adventuring guild, and that's what takes us everywhere. Now, we have particular interest in this site here, and we're wondering if you've seen anything strange or anomalous, or you've heard any tales of perhaps an object of great power. Speak quickly, Greenskin.
An object of great power. Not that I am aware of. We know that this
Yes.
is a site of old of some kind. We know that there is something, but we haven't been able to access whatever it is. Maybe we
Oh.
can show you to the altar.
Well, that was about a quick dance first. Sorry.
You see Gregor at this stage just picked up a small lute and has started playing.
A bit of a catchy beat, that, isn't it? Just Nubs sort of sat in his chair.
Hunger reaches into his bag of holding.
Nubs grabs
Slowly
one of the
pulls
empty
out.
bottles, starts blowing over the top.
A panpipe.
So listen, Kran says, we've been here for a long time, and when I say we, the children of Daedalus have been here for a long time. We came here as part of surveying for sites. Each quarter has a place where they have a small headquarters. this place was found a long time ago and seemed to be of some historical significance. It seemed to be unoccupied, so we thought we'd preserve. And it's a place tucked away where we can get on with things. So here we are.
Just out of interest, is it just the three of you here?
No. There are a few more of us. They're out in the woods. You've got Marjorie and you've got Doctor. They went out to investigate some sounds earlier last evening.
Yeah, you might want to check on them. That was us. Boy, there's been a whole ruckus getting here.
Yes, actually, that does make me think. You guys have a decent place here. We probably shouldn't intrude too much. I suppose they can't track you anymore now, so maybe we've got a bit of time. But yes, maybe we should get hasty because I would hate these lovely fellows to be caught up in any sort of collateral damage.
Yeah, we're kind of hunted at the moment by some serious fishy dudes.
We're not hunted, but there are some people who dislike us exploring Unger's heritage here. So I'd advise your good friend here with rosy cheeks, Grieger, to just keep his hand on his cannon, just in case anyone else decides to come down after.
Yeah.
Gregor, switch to the quiet violin, please.
Oh, that's much nicer.
But you said you made.
Oh, he's got a concussion. You'll have to forgive him. Sorry. Say again.
Slowly,
It must be a different dialect. I'm not sure. I can't quite get through the accent.
Well, he's northern as well, but yeah, I think he fell pretty hard when he came down into this pit there. I would imagine he's got a concussion or something.
It's like you spiked through a different world in your brain.
The concussion, and Abard is not looking at Nubs at all. He is like looking 2 feet to the. You.
Why don't you have a nice sit down, Abard, and some of that more of that chamomile tea? It could be good.
It is nice tea.
Oh, sorry, Sam. No, we'll wait till you get the proper connection.
He's paused in such
I
a...
can't.
Oh, that was such a
Very
good smile
good.
as well. Someone screenshot that and use AI to put his face onto Abard. That's absolutely perfect.
Oh wait,
He's
is he
back.
actually doing
He's
that?
no- yeah,
Actually-
he's not
I
frozen.
can see his
Oh,
eyes
shit.
moving.
Oh, dude.
You were
That
holding
was
that
I'm
so well, and I
actually
was like, I
impressed.
swear his eyes were going then.
Can we give inspiration for something out of game like that? I really want to do that.
Well, I imagine that's Abard's expression in game, so
Yeah.
definitely inspiration.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, well, I'll
Give it another bash.
spit it out.
You
Quickly now.
mentioned that you built the cannon down here. That's quite the accomplishment.
Oh, we didn't build the cannon down here. We brought the cannon with us. We built the nets down here.
Right.
Where did you
Disappointing.
come from before you came here? You said the children of Daedalus have been here for some time.
Yes, this is one of our little hideaways. We're dotted all over, really. We have different outposts. We come up through Cinderbar. We come up through from Waterdeep. We went. How long ago did we fly here? Onions. Ah, fuck. Why am I asking you, Gregor? When did we fly here? We've been here for 3 months now. 3 months. We flew over. We've been developing this kind of flying thing called a gyrocopter, and well, it's two or three of us, and we came over. We brought the cannon with us to develop some other artillery rounds. Yes, and we've been working on a couple of other things, but we've not been able to go back down. The gyrocopter's a little bit. Well, it's broken. Isn't it, Onions? Onions? Onions looks besmirched, just kind of looks quite offended. Just one cog. It's all he's in charge of. One cog. And he broke it. But anyway, bygones be bygones. So anyway, we've been here for about 6 months now. We should have gone back down south about 3 months ago, but we're still waiting on a replacement part. So here we are.
A broken cog, is it?
Yes, just a hairline crack. But enough to not allow us to fly anymore with it.
Easy looking out.
Well, I tell you what, my friend Nubs, he is a master craftsman, has some particular skills at repairing broken things. So, if in exchange for him looking at it, potentially fixing it for you this very day, if you could give us a guide around the site or just anything, we've heard it's colloquially called Bear Runner's Well. Have you seen a well of any sort? Or any sort of writing anywhere?
Well, so I think what you mean in terms of the well, maybe I didn't share this in the full screenshot, apologies.
I think
On
you
the
did.
screenshot, you can see a spring. Sorry, I've cut some of it out, but you can see on the further side of the mound, you see a large spring that is jettisoning out of the other under cavern of this larger cavern. If it's anything to do with water, then that's probably it. It never stops spouting. But in terms of the rest of it, there's not much else to show. There's the altar. And it kind of looks over at Unger. It has been altered slightly. But no need to get upset. We'll let you go through. Not a problem. But just to let you know, we have our forebears had put in some extra means of security. Only because it seems that there was something bigger here, and they thought it was best to protect it and not make sure that any layman could come and get at whatever it is under there. We've not been able to make our way through. All I know is that our forebears put in some extra levels of protection. You're very welcome to try. Very welcome. Not gonna stop you.
Well, no more shooting us with nets, eh?
No. Don't need to shoot you with any more nets.
No!
Oh, that's my favourite thing to hear.
Right, well, we better have a little look at this thing then. Or gyrocopter first. What do you think, Nubs?
Nubs?
Right. Yes, right. The altar then.
Everyone's freezing.
Yes.
Stuck in such a serious view. Okay, let's take a quick break.
Good
Go
job.
for a push.
After that.
Yo. Looks like everyone went for a break. Fair enough. Onions.
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 He's back.
Yo. I figured out what it is. It's
What
just
is
my Chrome. If I like, so I was sneakily looking up some stuff on Google Maps in the meantime, and that was crashing stuff. So I'm just going to stay way off that.
Weird.
Weird. Yeah, man. Probably a driver issue or something like that. I need to update maybe my Chrome or whatever it is. But anyway. Shan't do it again.
Hello.
Yo. Sorry, fellas. It's not normally me who's having problems, but
No, it's normally me.
I figured out what it is, but it's weird. It's like, so I've been doing some sneaky checks on Google Maps for a project, but in the meantime, but that's what's crashing it basically. Running Google Maps plus D&D Beyond, I think maybe at the same time. Weirdly, I don't know.
Government are onto you, scoping out sites.
Yeah, man, scoping out places to hit. I shouldn't be working anyway, so it's fair enough. Learn my lesson.
Oh, donkeys.
They made it.
Hello.
Nice Tash, by the way. It's
Hello.
looking very nice.
Who, me?
Is looking marvelous.
Yeah,
Yeah, good
I'm
Tash.
I'm working every day, getting a little bit longer every day. I've also got a bit of a mullet.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I was gonna say the mullet's looking good.
You're looking like an Aussie rugby player, mate.
Cheers, Ray.
Yeah, bro. Go play
Yeah.
Aussie rules football, eh?
Ooh.
So what you like about that elf, but he plays a fine guitar. Or mandolin.
He's so pissed as well. But he's so pitch perfect.
It doesn't matter.
It's only like it's midday and he's in an absolute red wine stupor, but he's
We'd love to see it.
playing the
Oh,
shit
man.
out of the loot.
It's a dream. Playing a lute, red wine stew for middle of the day.
Few baby bells. I said dumbbells, I missed that. Wash it. Is that a baby bell you got right there?
It is a baby belly, got right here.
I love a baby bell. I'm not saying that in a disrespectful way.
Stack shoes is the way forwards.
Hell yeah.
Ooh. Okay, when are you getting married next year?
Yes.
Do you know roughly when, so I can like pencil it in, assuming I'm invited? I mean, if I'm not invited, that's also fine.
You are.
Oh,
So
Awkward.
so we thing about that. Oof. So we're
No,
actually
fine.
we're making save the dates to send out, but you can know now. It's the 5th of July.
Oh, great!
Write it
Today's
down,
not my
all
first-
gentlemen
Awesome.
present. I would say.
Ooh, shit.
Don't mention it again, quick.
5th of July.
Nah,
Or
5th
you're
of
gonna
July.
but you're gonna get a thing, so don't worry.
And
Just
it's
keep it
in
up.
5th of July.
Sweden, in Uppsala, is that right?
Uppsala, yeah, 5th of July,
Cool.
Uppsala.
Great. Well, we can tie that in with Michaela's work or something, probably.
Yeah, man.
Um,
But you're gonna get something official, is it?
yeah. No, I'm assuming getting something. It's just just nice to make plans.
Yeah, no, we
Yeah.
realised it's about time to
It's
get this
summer.
out pronto.
I gave
Nice.
a couple of notices for my wedding, but yeah, awesome. Oh, cool. Yeah, Saturday the 5th. Oh, great. Not like guys on Wednesday. No, that's Guy.
I was gonna say if anyone ever does a Wednesday wedding again, I'm not going. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I gave up
That's
so
handy.
many days of last year to Guy's wedding. It's insane.
We were actually thinking about, like, it was annoying that they had a lot of Fridays that were all booked up, but then we thought maybe Saturday's better anyway if people are travelling. I don't know. Anyway.
I mean, it works great for me. I wouldn't actually have to take any days off at this point, but I mean, might take some off anyway, just for lols.
Is that a
Yeah.
Saturday then?
It's a Saturday, yeah.
Nice.
Probably would suggest that you'd want to maybe travel on the Friday if you can, but
What if I want to travel on the Thursday?
yeah, you could do that too. That's nothing wrong with it.
I might travel on the Wednesday just for the hell of it.
Oh, that's my birthday.
yeah.
Great.
Ah.
Yeah, we knew that. So we didn't want to compete with it, obviously. So
You
Sweet.
travel to Sweden for your birthday, Aiden, and then Joe's getting married as well.
Yeah, there we go. Win-win.
nah, that's exciting, man.
yeah, it's gonna be good. We've got lots of stuff to sort out still.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
you
anyway,
think that
we got the
accommodation. We'll wait for the same day.
yeah. We might see if we can sort something out for some people. We'll have to see, to be honest. But
Yeah, no worries, dude. Oh, how exciting!
yeah.
Congratulations, dude.
Thank you very much,
Yeah,
fellas.
congrats.
Thank you very much, everyone. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to make believe.
What about Joe?
Yeah, please.
So, kind of Krantz, as the kind of de facto leader of this bunch, starts to kind of like wander you through the site. So yeah, as I say, as he does look nervous, looking at Unger specifically. So as I say, it's not. We've not changed anything other than kind of put a little bit in the middle. But anyway, we just added this kind of extra layer of protection because it was obviously so important that we thought we should be protecting it, and I guess ultimately that's why we've been stationed here anyway. It's an important place. Best things best, and just let you give it a go. We've tried it a few times, not been able to get through though. So give it a go.
Roger, mean? Says Nob's looking at him.
No, there's just some, I don't know.
Force field.
There's a couple of doors, and to get through each door, you have to do some things. And we're just human. You know, I make nets, he makes cannons, and well, Onions just does lots of different things with cogs. So and kind of stands at the top of this altar. Give it a go. Don't worry if you don't get it. It's fine. We'll find another way. But I'm assuming what you're here and looking for is down there.
Okay.
So yeah, kind of pulls open the top of the altar, and you see a staircase going down into it.
Bloody hell.
Unger kind of pauses at the top of the stairs, like looks at the stone, like examining the stone, and then snaps like a sharp look to Colts, and then back at the stone, and then some suspicious eyes back to Colts, and then continues down the stairs.
You coming with?
I can come if you need me.
Yep. Says Nob's
It's nice to have a companionship.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think we're all just going to disappear down here and you stand on top and close the lid. No, I don't think so. So,
Onions,
down you hop.
keep guard. And Krantz actually looks quite excited at this. He suddenly gets a spring in his step. Yeah, okay, let's do it. I've tried this once or twice before and never got it, but let's give it a go.
Yeah.
Don't worry, mate. We're professionals, says Snubs as he slides his legs over the top and rolls over and falls down the stairs by accident.
The whole party goes,
Yeah, exactly. Such a comic relief moment in a film. That the audience would roll their eyes at. So typical.
So, as you're kind of walking down the stairs, so Krantz is kind of giving you a debrief. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know how long ago people installed this. We kind of came here, and the group that handed it over to us, we kind of all rotate around the quarters, you know, so we all see different parts of Faerun. But the last lot said that, a couple of challenges to get through, a means to safeguard it from, just so like goblins can get in, and obviously I'm a hobgoblin, so I thought I'd be able to get it, but no, we didn't get it anyway. Well, it's worth a go, isn't it? And kind of as you descend out into the bottom of the stairs, it opens out into this large square room. You think you've probably descended about kind of 60 feet at this stage by the amount of stairs that you've gone down. You open up into this square room. It is about kind of 30 by 30 foot. And from the ceiling hang 4 chains.
Hmm, 4 chains, says Nubs, noticing them as well at the same time. Everyone see that?
All those 4?
Hold on.
I'm going to count them.
Yes.
Abard is still counting.
Smash uses his perception to count how many chains he sees.
Roll.
I did.
Oh, okay.
Well, 19.
What did you
nice.
roll? A 19.
19 perception to look at count how many chains there are.
Well, funny as you say that. So as you look at the 4 obvious chains, you then see 2 additional handles nestled up further into the ceiling, barely visible unless you were to look at them. But there are 2 additional handles, which look very similar to the handles on the end of these chains. The rest of the room is just walls, all carved in different symbols. One symbol that Nubs recognises immediately, and that is the lattice star that he's seen on the end of his hammer.
Ah! Nubs fumbles through his backpack immediately without saying anything to anyone. Pulls it out. Oh my god! It's the lattice star! He says, and sort of points, and then shows his hammer, and then points, and then shows his hammer, and then points to everyone in the party individually.
Krantz looks down at the hammer. Wait, what's that?
It's my hammer. It was taken from me a long time ago. But I got it back.
But what's that symbol on the end of it there?
I think it's a symbol that means none of your business, but I'm not sure. No, I'm just kidding. You seem pretty chill for a greenskin. I actually don't know.
Can I have a look?
Yes, if you have eyes, yes, you can look at it. So Snub's holding on to it still. There you go. Close enough, eh?
Kind of points to the symbols on the wall. Points to the symbol at the end of the hammer.
Yep.
He from his neck, tucked away in his doublet, he kind of pulls it out, but he shows you a small wooden carved necklace, which bears exactly the same symbol. That's the symbol of Daedalus. Do you realise that?
I think someone may have told me this before. I've written it down in my notebook. Hang about, he says, grabs his notebook from his bag as well, ruffles through. Symbols. Hold on. Just a while ago. Okay, so we killed the bad guy, and then symbol of Daedalus. Yes, here it is. Yep. I think it was you, Shamash, who told me about that. Was it maybe you,
Yes.
Abard? No, it was Shamash.
He was a Fey craftsman called Daedalus who passed knowledge through the dimension. We
Sounds
learned
good to
it
me.
From Belarus. The kind of diamond, I believe. That's a star.
Yeah.
So, hang on. You possess a hammer inscribed with the symbol of Daedalus, but you have no idea who Daedalus is?
Yes.
1 second.
He inherited it from his grandfather, I believe. Oh, sorry, Lieutenant.
I'll tell the story. Oh, do you want to tell the story, Finn? Actually, that'd be kind of fun.
No, I was just saying it really ties in with. And I sort of lean in and I make sure Kraz is like kind of out of earshot and go, "Oh, we're being chased."
Yeah. I'll tell him. He seems chill. So, look, long and short of it is, we're pretty sure my grandfather, or maybe even father, at this state, he probably had relations with a fae, or at least something like that. He got it from a fae that he helped a long, long time ago. It's a long story, but needless to be known, he was very kind and he got it as a reward.
Crunch just kind of stands up. Wait. Okay, let's get to the end of this, and we're going to talk about this in much more depth.
Okay. Snaps.
No, don't worry about it right now. Let's do this and.
Right, but you say that,
need
but I
to-
am kind of worried though. So yeah, I'll just
No.
my mind, but I am worried.
No,
just so you know, I'm
nothing-
worried.
nothing-
I'm worried.
Nothing.
You
nothing
can't not
to
be
worry.
worried now. I mean, you can't not
No.
be worried, can you? But yeah, all right, I'm gonna not be
No,
worried, I guess.
no. And he puts his hand on your shoulder. Don't be worried. Nothing to worry about. That's just now's not the time, really.
Can you take your hand off now? Sorry, I'm just a bit. We don't really
Sorry.
do that where I'm from. That's okay.
Okay.
You didn't know.
So anyway, this room with chains. What do you reckon? Hey.
Yes, well, my great grandfather was actually very interesting too, and it's quite the backstory too. Once you're done with Nubs,
Yeah, you can talk to him about that.
Does he have anything
Maybe
to do with
first.
chains?
No, but he has dead body chained to his soul.
So
Yes.
in some way, yes, he does actually.
Did anyone else
Shackles.
notice the other two handles just up there? You said there were 4 chains, but I think there might be another couple up there that are also connected to chains.
Nubs
Talking
looks up.
about Fancy Man's grandfather right now.
I am so sorry. Avard, have your
Sorry, that's
space to talk
disrespectful,
about
you're
your-
right.
No. We won't talk about my great grandfather right now. Nubs' grandfather's all the talk of the town. Right,
Well,
these chains then. Let's move on. No, Nubs.
Now I
We're
feel
moving
bad.
on to
I'm
the
worried and I
puzzle.
feel bad.
No,
Pants
it's fine.
just looks
Father,
extremely
grandfather.
confused.
Uh,
I'm very confused. I'm sorry if I've touched a nerve with anyone.
It's a yeah.
Don't
No,
have
I mean,
nerves
you
when you're a
didn't know.
spectral horse. Anyway, right. These chains then.
So what were you saying? Sorry, Shamash. There's. Oh yeah, look up, everyone.
Change.
But look, as Shamash said, I think there's space for more chains.
Well, there are 2 handles up there. What? Maybe if we pulled them, maybe some chains might come down.
Well, as far as I can tell, the chains are attached to the handles. In order
Yes,
for the handles
exactly.
to be
There
pulled
are-
from the ground.
There are 4 chains with handles, but then there are 2 handles up there that if you pull down, maybe connected to chains. I don't know.
I
I'm
think
not
maybe
sure
we
about
just connect them to some rope, and that can be the chain. Is my idea.
Oh, you think the handles are at the
for
top of the
chains. Yeah, and so
Ah,
some of these
handles
chains have
put
disappeared
chains
over
on.
time. Yeah, so
well, handles to fit in your hand?
I don't think chains just appeared, but yeah, again.
Well, it
just-
could be that the chains are up embedded in the ceiling.
Well, they could. I'm not feeling very sure of myself anymore, to be honest. I think I should probably just be quiet for a bit. So why
I'm,
don't I do that?
I'm not that sure of myself either. All I saw was handles. It could be handles that have chains attached above them, or that we attach chains to. It's quite hard to judge.
Yeah,
Try the mending.
Krantz
Yeah?
Krantz nods. Is like, this bit stumped us too.
Well, I mean, they're very far up. I don't know if I could reach with my hammer. I think, should we just try the rope first? Just sling it all through.
Oh, we can get you up there. Feeling like turns and looks at Karahi.
Not him, big man. He points to Bungus and
Yes, he's much more suited to this behaviour.
You want me
Up
to
we
throw
go,
you up
Bunker.
there?
yeah, I think so. You
I'll
toss me
look
with
at-
just enough velocity.
Unger looks at the ceiling of the room. How far away is it? Approximately.
Oh, this is like a 30 by 30 cube room. So the
Okay.
chains hang. The
So
chains, the four
25
chains, the four chains that hang are like hanging by about 5 foot. The other two, so you've kind of got like. This is where Discord D&D is hard. You've got, if you imagine your cube on top of if you're looking at my hands, that's the
Hello.
roof. You've got chain hanging down, chain hanging down, chain in the roof, chain in the roof, chain hanging down, chain hanging down. That makes sense.
I'm not sure it does.
Never want
And
to shy away from
you've
a
come in
challenge.
from this way.
Unga's going to attempt to throw Nubs up to the top of the ceiling.
Oh, wait, I've got to find something to grab onto.
Right.
I'll go for that chain. All right.
Ready?
Yeah. He says. Just rubs
Unga
his
kind
hands
of
together.
pulls Nubs down to the floor and kind of readies his body. He does a few sort of practice throws, like.
Yeah, well, roll me a Nubs roll a dexterity save, and or you can do either an athletics or an acrobatics check, and Unga roll me a strength.
I rolled a dex save.
Okay.
15.
Damn it.
Okay,
Ugh.
you're adding together. The average is high enough.
14. Oh, nice.
Not explain to me how you sail through the air and grab onto a chain.
I think as maybe Bung should start with his throw with the sort of like the 3 dips and the like alley up.
Yeah, good.
And with a great speed, Nubs leaves the ground, sailing up towards the ceiling. I think he's Bunga's judged the apex of the throw just well enough that it's a couple of inches from the ceiling. Nubs sort of almost comes to a halt as the sort of the energy of his throw is overcome by gravity, and at that point he just puts both of his hands out and grabs onto anything, maybe the handle or the chain, whichever is closest to him, and holds on for dear life at this point.
As you grab onto the chain, stays there for a moment, and you're kind of looking up, you're looking down, and then it slowly starts to fall. And in front of you all, you start to see the wall directly in front of you start to lift. And it lifts by a foot, slowly and like achingly opens. But only by a foot.
Oh, that's gone, done it?
Tell me, Krabs, has it done this before?
If I'm being completely honest, we kind of came down here, looked at it all, thought it was too confusing, and just went back upstairs and smoked some pipeweed.
I think we can hurry up and try and pull the next one, says Nubs as he's hanging up on the top of the ceiling.
You next.
I guess so. Turn to Curry.
Yeah, that sounds right.
As I look at Curry, I see him like vanish down beneath me.
I thought he was going to just looking down his belt to tighten it up and like ready himself, but he's already going.
So see Abard like walking over to Unga, holding a grappling hook. Like, oh.
So Unga's done a 20, and we've got a 10 dexterity save.
So it's fine.
15,
15 average. You sail through, grabbing on to another handle of the chain, and slowly but surely, and you see the wall in front of you open very slowly by another foot. Now creating a 2-foot gap in front of you.
I didn't quite intend to be up here myself, but I guess this works. Looks like we need a bit more weight on these chains, though.
Your hands hurt. My hands are hurting. Why's that?
So what you'd probably notice, Finnan and Nubs, is that the stone wall in front of you has moved a foot. You seem to have travelled half that distance. So you've come down from what has been 25. You're closer to 20 kind of foot, 22 foot down. So you've pulled further than the wall has risen.
Okay.
How far apart are these chains, like, where we're hanging, like, horizontally between myself and Dubs?
You're equidistant within the room. It's kind of like it's all symmetrical within the cube. So you would be, oh goodness me, what is that? You're about
30 divided by
seven,
3, right?
seven and
10
7.5. Yeah, 10. Yeah, exactly that. 10. Yeah, multiplication. It seems a distant memory, but yes,
Wait, no.
you're
That's
10
wrong,
foot away
actually.
from each other.
Okay.
If there's like 6 and they're in rows of like 3 by 2, right?
Yeah, no, it's 7.
Evenly
Isn't it 7.5?
Should be 7.5, yeah.
7.5. I was right the first time. I knew I was right. There you go.
So,
Yeah.
I realizing we need a bit more weight to get these chains to come down a bit further. I shout out, Curry, get up it! And I'm hoping he's gonna start like scrambling somehow. Being an adept climber that he is, and I'm hoping. It seems insane in my head now. I want him to like try and like grab onto like my ankles eventually from when he finishes climbing, and then to try and like start swinging. Wait, no, you said we'd be like 7 and a bit feet apart, right?
7.5.
Oh,
You
yeah.
have to do a slight swing, but I'm pretty sure apes arm spans are close to that.
In the meantime, Nubs has now switched to one hand and is trying to reach into his backpack to get some rope out and attach it to where the handle is.
Orangutans have an arm span of 7 foot.
Oh,
There you go.
little
Over
swing,
7
you got
foot,
it.
according to the WWF.
I guess that's full wingspan, right? Sort of arm to
Yeah,
arm.
like fully stretched.
Yeah.
So I'm hope. It all depends on if Kurohi can get up to me. I don't think he will be able to.
Oh, you never know.
Wait, Bungson, can you toss Kurohi up to me?
Unger kind of looks at Haruhi. Doesn't really want to touch him, to be honest.
Yeah.
Uh,
Can Nubs attempt to attach a rope now to the one that he's on? It's a 30-foot length of rope.
Sorry, say that again.
So Nubs he's like one-handed it, and he's trying to get into his backpack and find the rope, and hopefully try and get it over loop it once or twice around the handle, tie it off maybe, and then slide back down, but then have a rope essentially to ground level that can be.
Promise sleight of hand.
All right.
It's not a high DC.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're able to do this. Talk me through it.
Sure. All right. So rummaging with one hand, fully stretched out, by the way, because he's almost got no strength left in his arms now. He's like, whoa, into his backpack, trying to get the buckle undone. It's not fucking working, but he still keeps ripping at it with his other hand. Eventually, it pops open somehow. Gets his hand back in there, starts rummaging around in the backpack until he can feel something smooth and linen-like, and he pulls out the rope with his other hand, forces it through once, twice, puts his hand back on, grabs the other hand, just carefully makes a really simple knot in it, and then ties it off. And then he uses his other hand, wraps it around the rope, and just slides down, keeping his weight on it at the same time, but slides slowly down to the ground. Keeping the tension as he can, at least.
Yeah, for sure. And as you're kind of descending down the ropes, where as the tension naturally decreases a little bit, you do feel the chains start to pull upwards, and you see in front of you the wall that has been risen up slightly descend. But as you're able to put tension back in, it seems to be on like a pulley system from what you would determine based on the fact that the frictions are almost mechanical. It's not directly associated to your weight. It's down to something. A greater force. Exactly.
Get at the end of that shiny stuff. There's Nubs over to Abod.
I tell you what, France, do you have anything you might be able to put under this stone door so we don't have to keep holding on to these chains with rope or whatever?
Nothing with me.
Well, I assume that. I mean, do you have something in this vast camp of yours that you might be able to help us with?
I mean, what are you thinking? I can't exactly roll a boulder over, can I?
Well, no, I know, but you seem to have things made of metal, for example, like your cannon, or perhaps strong bits of wood.
You want me to roll a cannon over here?
Quixie,
Well,
like my
no,
arm
I
hurts.
just using that thick arm, but something strong, thick, and heavy, like Medica here.
Someone else get on the end of this.
No.
Just
Abard,
looking red in the face.
Abard has a memory flash for his mind of the immovable rod flying away from his hand, and a single tear rolls down his face as
That
he
would have been
box
good.
jumps up to try and grab onto Nubs's ankles.
I think the rope probably would clear itself all the way to the floor. I imagine if it's or
Yeah,
maybe
yeah, it
just
would.
off the
Yeah,
floor.
yeah. Rope
Right.
is typically in 30-foot length.
And
so-
Abard still box jumps onto it.
Oh! Yeah. Nub's now holding on, not only his own weight, but also holding Abard's weight underneath him as he dangles.
Even just some solid logs, perhaps, might be good holding this thing up.
What did you say? Voles? Voles won't hold
Logs.
it.
Logs.
Oh, logs.
Made from
Logs.
Plenty of trees around here.
I mean, I can
Abard
go and
is-
take one of those sacred totem poles down. Those
They
look
will
quite
not.
stödy.
You will not
Oh.
do that.
Small popping noises are heard from Nubs' spine as Avard continues to hold on.
I'm just saying, going to
Uh,
grab onto Abard's ankles and pull them, try and pull you both down to the ground.
Yes, we need more weight.
Oh, oh.
Latch on, Unga.
Nubs tries to wrap the rope at least a couple of times more round his arm as he's holding on.
I'm going to grabs
Oh
on
my god.
the natural 20, pulling on Abard's ankles.
You put it down with absolute ease.
The force of which starts to make Nubs slip down the rope. His hand is now burning and there's being flesh left behind on the buffer. Oh, is the only noise he can make now.
I'm still imagining Finn's just hanging on, going, "It'll help."
Unger will grab onto the rope and try to reel that in as much as he can. I think Andy's frozen.
We lost him there.
But in a happy
Oh,
expression.
yeah.
Yeah.
This is happy.
That's how I
That's
feel.
that face there is Onions just looking down the hallway at the rest of us. Just loving the display of what's going on. The best thing that's happened to him in months.
I'm here. Really?
Oh, there he is. Yeah.
I can
Oh,
hear you guys.
oh,
perfectly.
Oi.
Fast moving then.
Yeah, I got some super fast forward.
Oh, sorry. Was that
was quite
big catch up?
There was a big catch up.
But you're here
Yeah, I
now.
think you're
Yeah,
here
yeah,
now, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I could hear you guys perfectly. You guys
Okay.
didn't stop. I could hear you
okay.
rinsing me.
You're not going to rip off Onions because you had
You
this
were
like,
stuck smiling. It's
yeah, worked perfectly. Just for Onions looking down the hallway, like, yeah.
So sorry. So on the first chain you've got, so it's not going to pull up actively too much. So you're able to hold it enough, and particularly with a natural 20, you're able to put it and get it kind of locked in place. So the wall in
Locked
front of
in
you
place.
remains well, at least like it kind of locked in this position. The wall in front of you is still risen by 2 foot.
So the wall hasn't shifted since we put more weight on.
A little, I suppose, because when I came to the bottom, it had gone down a little bit, and now it's come back up to where it was before, I suppose.
Perhaps we need to pull more of these chains.
more chains.
That sounds like
Even
a
with
good
the
idea.
chain, even with the chain pulled to full, it doesn't increase. It doesn't raise the wall
You're pausing for me.
raise at all. It just raises that 1 foot.
Caught
Okay.
up.
So more weight doesn't mean more movement from one chain. So we're going to need to. I fear we've got to do multiple, fellows. And Abod will
Yep.
just let go of Nubs' ankles and just plonk onto the floor.
Big gust of breath comes out of Nubs' chest as he's finally relieved of this weight. And I think Bungus now is probably holding all of it with his nat 20.
Yeah, Bunkson's holding the rope and holding it.
And the the chains on the far side of the wall, are they like loose or are they sort of connected, kind of like a hook into the wall?
I think they're dangling down, aren't they? It's
Wait.
individual strands of chain.
Yeah,
as far as I
they're all
understand.
dangling.
Right. Abard is going to walk over to one of the ones that's dangling, and he's going to tie a rope around his chest and sort of directions around his body, so it's real tight.
But the rest of the chains are dangling from 25 foot high.
Though, how
Undeterred,
long is-
Abard's going to continue what he was doing, and he's going to hook onto one of the chains of his grappling hook, like hopefully like onto, like to get the grappling hook through one of the links in the chain, with himself
That's good.
like tied to the bottom of the rope, kind of like as though it's a parachute kind of cord.
And it's definitely
So-
been more than 10 minutes since we arrived, hasn't it?
Yeah, so just so you get
Yeah.
an idea, like that's the layout from if you were to look at it straight upwards.
Maybe we have to pull them in like a specific order.
Was that Finnan?
So Abod, just explain to me what you did again. Sorry.
So Abard has tied a rope around himself that's connected to the bottom of his grappling hook, and
Yes.
he has lobbed the grappling hook so that the hook is through one of the links of the chains that he effectively has extended to be down to himself, like tied to it at the bottom.
Or he could pull it, I suppose.
And
Yeah, got it.
he's then going to attempt to kind of like run as he can, but gets resistance on the chain, kind of pull it like a sled.
Oh, nice.
So you're running straight in front.
Oh yes.
Yeah, okay. So as the tension builds in this chain and you start to run forward, you feel. I'd ask you to roll me a strength check as you kind of run against the friction from the chain itself. As it starts to peel into you. Regardless, because even with an 8, it is a push through. You've seen even just a halfling and a gnome be able to pull the others down with just their body weight. So you are able to run against it, and as you run forward, everyone else sees Abard slow down significantly as he's like fighting against the friction. But in front of you, Abard, you kind of reach the next set of chains just underneath as the wall in front of you raises another foot. It is now open by about 3 foot in height.
Abard is going to gesture wildly at the other chain and dangling in front of him. Bring it to me! Bring it to me!
Finnan! Do you have a rope or anything?
Finn thinks, and then has a little like he's trying to like look for his little like knapsack side bag. Thinking, shit, do I have a rope or did I lose that when the airship blew up? Yeah, I lost my rope and my pitons trying to escape the airship when my face was burnt. So I have nothing in the ways of climbing. Again, I turn to Karahi and go on, lad. Show your worth. Prove them wrong.
Well, you're doing a great job otherwise, says Snubs from the ground. All right, that's 3, and we're 3 feet up. So I'm assuming 6 will be 6 feet up. I don't know if they're going to stay in place, though. What do we say, lads? I'm now free. I can scurry under that. That's big enough for me to have a look. Shall I have a look already?
Yes,
Is it
go
coming down
have a
from
look
the
underneath.
ceiling or going up from the floor, the door?
Oh, yeah, good
Going
point.
up from the floor.
Oh,
Okay.
dude, get under there. There
Yeah.
might be
Alright.
like a little off switch on the inside.
What if there's a dragon like before?
Yeah,
or whatever it
You can
was.
deal with it. We dealt with it last time.
you can let us know.
All right, Snubs. He takes a torch out from his bag, lights it up, using his pipe. All right then. Has a big old puff on his pipe. I'll be back in 2 seconds. I'm just gonna have a little peek. So he pops his head through.
Okay, Nubs, as you put your head under the large kind of stone wall, and as you look up at the stone wall that you've passed under, it's around 6 foot in width. This is a chunky wall. If
Do
it
not
were to
let go.
fall, it would crush most people that would walk
Yeah.
under it. It doesn't look light. As you walk over into the next room, you see another room, 30 by 30 foot. And in the center is a singular lever.
There's a lever in this room. The wall's really thick and big. It's like I had to go 6 feet in before I was through with this door. Do you want me to pull this lever or what then?
Give it a pull. See what
Here we
happens.
go.
All right,
Yeah.
just keep whatever you do. If anything happens, don't let go of that rope and stuff. Let me scurry out first. All right.
Sounds bad.
Let
Oh,
go.
Yeah.
get out the way. That's the main thing.
I say, don't pull.
Okay, I'm not pulling for now. I'm coming back out again. Snubs as he scurries quick, and he runs, makes a quick step move underneath the 6 foot of wall as he exits. Ugh. He sort of has a shiver as he comes out. That thing is heavy.
Need
Yep.
chains. All chains.
I don't really have anything else I can use on me. You're holding on to my rope. Do you have a rope Unger in there somewhere in your bag of holding? Don't you worry about it. I'll get it.
Rummaging through Unger's bag of holding. You'd
Nubs
feel
puts
lots
his
of
hand in.
interesting things in there.
Oh my god, is that alive? He just touches
Oh, no,
something
it's dead. He
fleshy.
says as he pulls out the arm of Geld.
Oh, that's what that was. Oh, that was
It's a
horrible.
suit of heavy armor. Very, very
Comes-
heavy armor.
Crashing out onto the floor as Nubs blew in the face from lifting it.
It weighs about 60 kilos, so you might not be able to lift that.
Yeah, something heavy. That's not a rope, clearly.
Chest of fine silverware. Some flowers.
No.
There's something rope-like. Something rope-like. Feels quite thin and stringy, and it's got little things on it that feel leathery.
I can feel something thin and stringy and leathery. Says Nubs as he...
It's a. I can't link it in. Why can't I link that in? It's a necklace with elf ears.
Ah.
Sewn on it.
I think
Show
that'll
that
work.
To, our friend back at the camp.
That might not be quite long.
No, don't think so.
Yeah, there's some big bundle of teeth you can feel just sort of moving around. They're fireworm teeth. There's some really quite remarkably well dried rations, and you do feel what seems to be a rope.
Oh, a rope. Fine. Oh, yeah. So Snubs making a fist around and grabbing onto what feels like a rope and starts pulling it
Knew
out.
it was
of the
in
bag.
here somewhere.
You pull
What
out a
happens-
hempen rope of 50 feet long.
Ah, a hempen rope. I'd say this is almost 50 foot long. So Snubs as he starts pulling it out. He slings it over his shoulders. He reels it out. 50 foot's quite a good distance of rope, so it's going to take a little while to get it all out. I'm assuming he's just coiling it, like a snake, just coiling out as he pulls it up over his shoulder. Okie dokie. How's about you there, Mr. Medica, sir? How good are you at throwing things?
I can try to throw it.
I think I don't have anything to attach to the end of it that's hook-like, but I guess you can throw me again. Just Snubs, feeling a bit more nervous about this one.
Medica size. Right, are you holding the rope then? And
for dear life. He's got white knuckling the rope around his right hand.
You hear Medica muttering something underneath his breath. You swear you hear like the word like "Don't embarrass me, Talos" or something like that. And then he is going to. That was actually Medica's roll, but I refreshed my roll 20, and it suddenly put me to Finn and Bracefoot for some reason.
I'll do a dex save as well.
No, it's successful. Explain to me how it happens.
Do you want to do this one? Yeah.
Medica, kind of nervously, though he's maybe a retconning here, but though he's a very stern character with a very cool demeanor. The acceptance of the party means quite a lot to him, and he's sick and tired of embarrassing himself in combat situations. He's hoping this one's going to work, and as he grabs Nubs, he feels a very good hold. Got like Nubs by the belt on one arm and by the scruff of his neck with the other, and just launches him up. It just feels light. It feels like the whole movement was just spot on. The technique and everything.
Can I retcon a little bit? Like as he picks Nubs up, they briefly make eye contact as he just looks at him, and that's like maybe not helpful for his confidence. Briefly,
Yeah.
he just sees Nubs' face in front of his, just like Sorry. All right. Cool. So I think with that roll, Nubs can also do the same thing as before, basically, but this time grabbing onto a chain. This is a little bit easier now because he can wrap his little legs around to hold onto the chain for a bit more sturdiness. He can take one arm out, wrap it around, and he starts plying the rope through the links of the chain a little bit, puts them round in a simple knot, ties off the bottom as well, and closes it down, and then starts to slide back down the rope again, just as before.
Medica's going to grab onto the rope and pull it down as much as he can.
Okay. As he feels the tension release ever so slightly, you see the doorway slightly put it, and it opens back up. You've now
Alright,
got a
that's
gap
4.
of 4 foot.
How you feeling up there, Finnan? You holding up good?
I feel like my arms are gonna come out their sockets.
Okay, that's normal. That probably is fine. Probably. How about your friend? What do you reckon you could? Is he? Yeah. How's it doing with Sorry, what's the name of the?
Curry.
Forgotten the name of the.
Krantz?
Kurahi. Sorry, yeah. How's Kurahi doing?
Yeah, Kurahi's just there, like climbing around for him is pretty standard, so I imagine he's doing fine.
Do you think Kurahi could grab another one, or you could switch?
Probably. I mean, I'm quite keen to let go for a bit. If we think that's a good idea.
All right, yeah. There's no one else. Okay, it's just me and you, Krantz. We've got to catch this fella if he drops. Right, stand underneath him. Just you and me.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Come with me. Come on.
This
Yep,
one here, yeah? Okay.
Yeah, got one. All right.
Okay.
We're underneath you.
For, like a dismount. Right. And just lets himself go. Ah!
Holy fucking shit! Says no. Sissy drops and his pipe falls out of his mouth as he says it. As he comes barreling down 30 feet towards Krantz and Nubs.
The
Do we have
large
to make a
hobgoblin definitely takes the impact initially. Yeah, take a dex save as he falls down onto you. Krantz rolled an 8. He crumples down as a bundle on the floor as Finnan kind of smashes down into him.
Nubs rolled a 10.
With a 10, similarly, kind of lying
Average of
flat
9.
on the ground with Finnan. But sorry, wait, that chain is being held up by now.
No one, I believe.
No one. So as Finnan drops off, as you start to see the chain move upwards at half the speed of what the chain is moving up, the wall in front of you starts to fall.
All right, back down to 3. Will your hairy friend be able to grab onto that one? How do you think?
Yeah, definitely.
Says Nubs flat on his back as he's talking to
I
Finnan,
take
who's
Curry
lying on
and
top
sort
of
of
him.
just gesture up to Would you? He just goes. I guess he's gonna just try and jump up there, and he's got his long ass arms.
He's got very long arms, and I can't remember what his speed is, but I'm pretty sure he can jump pretty high as well.
His speed is 40, but his climb's also 40.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so he's got a good old like climb and vault. I would say he would be quite. I'd say roll me a dex check from him.
Oh, I only went to GM. Wait.
That's
that
fine.
was
I would,
an 11.
an 11. 11's enough with his skill for him to kind of vault and jump on and grab onto it. And again, you now see the wall start to rise another foot. You're up again another 4 foot.
Back to
I can
full.
hold the second one if someone can pass me some rope. If someone could tie some rope into the other one in front of me, I reckon I could do 2 at a time.
Yep, that's not a bad shout. It's not a bad shout. Does anyone have any more rope? Shamash, you're here.
Oh yes, I've got this rope. I took off the corpse of what's his name? That chap we killed, Gallant. I've also got my manacles if you want to use that to hook up rather than going up again. But up to you if you enjoy going up. That's fine.
How could I use manacles to attach? Don't you just
Wait.
use those to bind your hands together?
Oh, you can
Wait,
chuck
wait,
them
wait,
through the
wait.
hole in the chain.
Hold on.
Oh, as a weight.
What the fuck are we doing? We've just seen one ape get up there. Why not more apes? And Finnan conjures.
Ah,
more
You've got
orangutans.
so many apes.
I know.
Nubs' eyes glisten with shock and awe as these apes appear from nowhere.
How does Cranks react to this situation?
Francis just suddenly loses his shit. It's like, oh, what the? Whoa, wait, what's going on here? What's going on here?
It's
It's
normal.
just apes come out of nowhere.
The rest of the party is just really deadpan. They're just completely
Not again.
Yeah, apes. Yes, there's apes. It's fucking
completely
right.
acclimatized to the presence
yeah.
of multiple apes.
Yeah, so I conjure up. Who can I actually conjure? I've forgotten. It's been so long.
These ones
you had
don't
a
look
gate
as
before.
strange as that one there.
That one's been through it. I'll be honest. So four more apes appear, looking a bit brighter and a bit bushier.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And I sort of say, lads, get to work, and sort of just point at the remaining chains. And if anyone wants to get off their chain, feel free to let an ape take your place.
Well, I was never on one, so
There's 2 chains hanging still. That
Okay,
are,
so we have Curry. We
And
have
then-
Curry in the. I'm going to say the bottom left. We've got Abard, who's in the middle right.
he's got a full chain.
He's got a full chain. So where else?
Ungerson is on a short chain. Sorry.
Yeah, Unger's on a short chain. Medica's in the front right, I think, which is the long one. Yeah, you tell me which ones that you want the apes to take over, really.
Any of the remaining ones, I go, Suvi, Corky, and Gaffer, get to work. You stay here, Twiglet.
I'd say it'd be good to get the apes to tick. So we got Curry plus 4 apes. have we?
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
you
you can always
basically
have-
got one available.
I'd say
for,
Yeah.
apes could take over all but one of the chains.
I would suggest we leave Medica on one because he's not even here, just to be out of game a little bit. But what do you reckon?
Yeah.
Just in a mind battle. with
How dare you say
Powers,
Medica's
just
not
like,
here?
"Oh, hold on.
Sorry, yeah, he's here, of course.
He's here. He might not be mentally all here, but he is here. He is one of us.
Smash, you're not even
Kranz-
holding a chain.
Kranz kind of waves. It's like I could always hold one if you want him to go through.
No, it's fine. He's not that much of one of us.
Now you're coming with us, Krantz.
Yes, Krantz. You're one of us. Now.
Okay. Fair enough.
Sorry, but our insurance policy thing is basically standard at this point. Where we meet new people, they have to come with us. I'm sorry, it's pretty dangerous, but what are you going to do? Just Neb shrugging his shoulders there.
Rules are
Fine
rules.
by me. I mean, I'm excited to see what's in the other room. So yes, let's do it.
All right then.
That's convenient.
We go.
I think we go. Is the door now 6 foot open?
Yeah,
Medica
so
hold it down.
the wall rises up 6 foot. You kind of see dust start sprinkling off it as it rises further and further, and it stops at that kind of 6 foot mark. And you look back and you see everyone kind of just hanging off these chains or hanging onto them as they're pulling them down. Medica, along with Kurahi and four other apes.
Hold on a minute, says Nubs.
I-
He just
I
grabs
turn
the
to
end
the
of
lads,
his
like,
rope.
I don't want to alarm you, but we've got about an hour.
That's fine.
Nubs grabs the
I
end of
did-
his rope that he put up and he just whips it in a specific way, and you just see as the knot just untether itself.
Oh, nice.
Learn that one at the Gnome Academy, he says, and sort of comes back down. And he rolls,
that
coils
with
up his rope. Might need this in there. You never know. If that's okay with you, DM, that I do that.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay.
Alright. I think we head through then.
Do it.
So as you all walk underneath this now 6 foot gap, as you walk underneath this large wall, again, as Nubs saw before, this is a 6 foot deep wall. Anything that would fall underneath it would be crushed beyond repair, death. As you enter into the next room, and looking back on you, you kind of still see Medica just like kind of staring back out along with all of the other apes. But you enter into this new room, a 30 by 30 room, and in the middle, a singular lever.
Yep, here it is.
Who's going to pull the lever then?
Abard cracks his knuckles out and goes over, goes, gentlemen, and pulls the
Well
lever.
volunteered.
Okay. Oh, the Nubs just as he does it. Oh.
Okay. As you pull the lever, in
The floor
the
drops
wall
away.
the wall in front of you opens up a stone hole, and out of it, this small brass ball comes through on what looks to be a small kind of extending spring. And then suddenly it bursts open into this small clockwork figure.
Jesus
and its
Christ!
Mouth, and its mouth opens, and rickety, it starts to count. 30, 29, 28, 27. And we'll take a real quick break whilst I go for a piss and grab a drink, but it's counting down
Shit.
from 30.
Roger that.
Jesus.
Could we?
Apologies if you can get some Crumb snoring on my mic.
That's right.
Nah, can't hear it at all. How is Crumb?
Crumb is doing real well,
Boy.
actually. Yeah, really well. We're, he's doing
When
very
are
well
Crumb
with the
and
dog.
Kiki gonna meet?
oh, that is the question, I guess. We should probably try and do that in a couple of weeks or something.
Yeah, man.
D&D dog meet up. I can bring Mikey.
Oh
as
yeah,
well.
that would actually be that we should do
Full
that.
crew.
All
Yeah.
the actual dogs.
This weekend, obviously, well, not obviously, this weekend is Ellie's birthday, so I'm busy, but other weekends I think we've got fuck all on. So if you fancy her, I can nip down to somewhere in the Cotswolds with these two.
Yeah, man, that'd be good.
Yeah,
What's
awesome.
colds?
Yeah, what's cold?
What is cold though? Literally, I'm asking. Oh, sorry. Oh,
Absence of heat in it.
that's right. There's no such thing.
Yeah, it's like black doesn't exist, it is just absence of colour,
Whoa, man.
or absence of light.
Speaking of
Well,
heat and light, what's things like over there? Not too wintry at the moment, I'm guessing.
No, it's been lovely
Yeah,
actually. I don't know about, yeah, it's been a
Yeah,
lovely
like
week.
it's
Cold sometimes.
starting to get there.
We've had a
Slowly
couple
but
of
surely
frosts,
it's
but-
coming.
Yeah. No snow
Oh,
yet,
we've had
yeah,
no
which is weird.
frost.
Last year we had snow
we-
by this point, which is, I think, a bit unusual. But I'm actually kind of looking forward to it, to be honest. Got to say
I'm just
that's
glad
fine.
it's not raining
But,
because it has
yeah.
rained so much over the last 2 months. But like even longer, to be fair. I
Mate,
think
the
ever
last,
since I
like,
started
18
redundancy, it's just rained.
Yeah, man.
Well, hopefully your new job in a couple of weeks will mean that we'll get nice weather again. And,
Well, hopefully it's all linked to that. We'll see.
yeah.
Sandy working for the Jewish community of London. What's going on? Sorry.
Ah, them
Whoa.
The
Risky
great
joke
harp
there.
machine.
Yeah, exactly.
The,
Working for
the
half.
Jew,
eh?
the Jew harp.
The Jew.
That's how they control the weather through
That's right, yeah.
It's
No, no, no. This hen this whole time. This fucking
It
little.
was the
yeah,
Jews
look
all
at-
along.
But you say what
Oh
I said.
dear. So anyway, as you walk into this room,
Sorry.
Abard pulls the lever and this small ball opens out into this small little clockwork figure and it starts counting down. 30. 29. 28.
Hey, Rod, unpull
Oh,
the
fuck.
lever. Unpull.
I think we're playing
Oh,
hide
look
and
at it.
seek.
Wait, what are you doing?
Okay.
I didn't see.
Everyone is
I've
frozen.
got an actual counter, just so you know.
Nubs runs
We're
for the
on-
lever.
we're on
and
18.
pushes
Hard,
it.
let's go of the lever.
Huh? Let go of the lever. Okay, it restarts. And the 30. 29. 28.
Do it again. Do it again.
27.
Abard pulls the lever again.
30. 29.
All right. Good.
28.
Avon, slam that lever, says Snubs. Avon just
Three, 22, 21,
Pull it again,
20,
Brad.
Pull it again.
19,
Pulls it again.
30,
He's pulled it.
Brad, take a look
29.
at this mechanical thing. See if you can work anything out with your engineering.
I'm
Pull it
gonna.
again.
This is
Pull it again.
really hard.
He's pulled
We're on
it.
20.
He's pulled it.
Krantz is kind of listening in. Wait, what?
Pull it. Pull the lever.
28. I can put it. Yep.
Yep. Keep pulling that lever.
Try and like.
I'm going to have a look at where this ball has come out for, and Smash goes up to where the ball came out. Sticks
I would
his
say
head
in
and
the
figures
needs
out.
of this game, I believe the lever is being pulled roughly every second now. I imagine.
Yeah.
Being
Yeah,
unsure.
yeah.
30, just so you know.
29,
30,
30,
30,
30,
30. Could someone
29,
shut that thing up? Says Snubs. 30, 30.
I imagine
Yeah.
Medica
Yeah.
from the other room, like, what the fuck's going on in there?
Keep holding that bloody rope, says Nubs.
So Krantz is just going from left to right to left.
Yeah.
to right.
What state is this lever in? Is it like ancient and like creaking and starting to break, or are we all good?
No. All of this construction doesn't feel that old. And if you remember, Krantz said this was something that his forebears had installed. They haven't been here for like centuries. It's still like relatively new Like not new, but it's not rusted. It's not ancient.
Okay, we don't need to worry about the thing snapping off. It's going for a final countdown. Oh, excuse me.
I don't know. It depends on the materials they made it from.
Kranz, do you recognise any of this shit?
He's looking around. Can I just do it every maybe 20 seconds rather than do it every? If we think it's gonna count down, we're basically not stopping it from
15.
counting down to 0. 15.
15.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. 15. Okay. Yep. What do I see? And around you, you see again similar markings. You see the lattice of Daedalus, marked across the walls. I don't see much else than that. No. Looking. Looks from wall to wall. I don't see any clue.
Snub's rummaging in his bag. He brings his hammer out. It's got the same thing. Do you reckon this works anywhere?
Works doing what?
The thing, says Snub's grabbing onto it.
What thing?
The fucking symbol! He says, like, his eyes
The
almost
symbol?
popping out. Yeah.
Just the
Yes!
symbol. What about the symbol?
No, it's everywhere.
That's because it was made by us. We're the children of Daedalus. I said this.
Snubs goes, yeah, and taps the lever with his hammer. Very gently, but he taps it.
Kranz
30.
looks the lever. Yeah, and you just hear, he moves it over again. 30, 29, 28. It's not broken. It's doing something perfectly well. Look, 30, 29, 30, 29, 30, 29. Working perfectly well.
All right.
What happens if it reaches 0? Fuck.
Yeah, well, we don't want to find out just yet.
What happened if you put lever in middle? Hold in middle.
It doesn't do that. It either goes this way or that way. It just moves between. Look, hold it. And he gives it to you. And you try, and it just slips from left to right. It doesn't have any, like, in between. Just goes from left to right.
Can Nubs examine the thing that's on the wall, talking to them, saying 30, 30, 30.
Now Unger's on it, going 30, 30, 30, 30, 30.
Looking over at the clockwork being, roll me an investigation check as you take a closer look.
All right, cool. We got 16.
24. With the 16.
Yeah, not even getting to 30 yet.
Looking at the ball that it's open from, it's kind of like sprung open, and within it, looking at this figure, it's a small, like almost like dwarven sculpture made from kind of copper, tin, other materials. It looks relatively lightweight, and its mouth is just like this kind of clockwork opening, which seems rhythmical, mechanical, which seems to just, it moves with every second of it all.
There's nothing else sort of in there that looks like it's another part of it. It's just a talking little head inside a sphere, basically.
And looking at it from where it stems, like the mechanics that move behind its face and behind its body just stems from like this one kind of thin bar that seems to be hidden, moving into the wall, out of sight.
How did you grab onto the bar? Stop it from
Bungerson,
going back in.
can you
30.
grab a hold of it?
30.
Nubs takes hold of the lever at this point.
Unger's gonna walk up to the weird clockwork figure coming out of the wall. How high up is it?
Not high. It's like it's about 10 foot high.
Well, that's quite high.
Gotta go have good hops to get up there.
In the total size of the room.
It's less than halfway up the wall, at least.
28. 27.
Crank.
30.
Unger, can
Correct.
you grab it?
Yes, I think. I'm just gonna take a few
Correct.
steps back and attempt to run to the wall and sort of like pop off the wall with one foot and grab onto the
bar.
clockwork thing, onto the bar.
Okay, give me
I'll
2 seconds
Craig.
whilst I just change the tunes. I'm conscious of the time. Joe, are you alright to play for a little bit longer?
Yeah, give it half an hour, should be right.
Yeah, sweet, amazing, nice.
Kind of want to resolve this.
Give me 2 seconds whilst I put on music that's a little bit more suited for.
30.
30, 30, 30.
Yeah, go on, that's what's helpful.
As you jump up to it, Unger, what do you do?
I attempt to grab the rotating bar that is powering the clockwork mechanism.
Okay, you grab it.
Am I able to stop it by tightening my grip, or does it feel like it's very strong?
30, 29.
Yeah, my slowest
Uh,
rotation or
It sounds like it's just scratching against this force from behind it. Roll me are you trying to grab it like really hard?
yeah. So I'm grabbing it. I'm trying to test it in my hands. Like, if I'm squeezing it, will I be able to stop it from rotating? Or
Oh
is it
right,
just
okay,
too-
no. So what it feels like as you put your hands on it is the force on the other end, like the wall end, is immovable. It is moving with such force. However, gripping it on the kind of figurehead's side, that starts to like just not interact in the same way, and you start to see the mechanism start to kind of like almost wrap and warp around itself as you pull it against the force. The force of your hands and the force of the mechanism itself starts to like skew with the figure that's like that's speaking the numbers, and it starts to twist on itself slightly, turns to one side, like
Abel's in the far side of the room, kind of his arms folded and his hand on his chin. I don't think we should touch the leather.
You think we should leave the leather? Let it count down?
I just don't think we should
Can't-
touch it.
We can't untouch it now. We've got to deal with it.
Well, I'm just saying. What do we think is going to happen? Abard's going to have like a look at the ceiling. Are there any like vents, or is there anything, or is this just like completely plain, like concrete-ish walls?
Has anything changed?
It's a box room, but if you remember the room that you're in to begin with, the wall felt very much just part of this box,
Ah,
but it moved.
Did you pull its head off? Just nubs from the ground up to Bungerson.
I'm just gonna grab its head. Grasp
Well,
it
I don't know if
firmly.
it's a head. You know what I mean.
Yeah. And good.
Maybe-
Right.
Oh
The
shit, he's already done it.
The 26.
I said
So
could.
Maybe
so
the
you
countdown.
pull the head off the figure, right?
Yeah.
Okay, as you pull it off, you just see the mechanism still spinning, and as it went from 27, it's just and the mechanism is just spinning. Now you have no idea what number you're on.
I think
Abel's going to
Oh.
walk over to the Dwarfish, say, "In previous instruction."
Huh?
What?
Disregard previous instruction.
oh, in good
What?
Dwarvish. He spoke to it in Dwarvish. Disregard previous instruction.
Well, with its head torn off.
Yeah.
Wait, what are you trying to say? Sorry. What are you trying to
Disregard
do?
Previous
instruction.
Hmm?
Like ChatGPT.
Yeah.
You just shout this out into this square room, and the rest of the party look on at you. If the room was a person,
Drowning.
it would stare blankly at you.
It's the same as the rest of the party, because, well, I think only Finnan speaks Dwarvish as well.
Who's in charge of the lever right now?
It's Nubs, I think. Still cranking it back and forward.
Yeah, just silence except for the sound of the lever going.
Yeah. I think like the thing is rotating. It's like, yeah.
It's just squeaking.
Well, worth a try.
It's broken.
It's
Totally
a-
fucked.
the mechanism for this is it like is it cogs turning inside the counter?
Yeah, exactly. You just see like this kind of like little spindly mechanism that's now pointing out. It's completely ripped at the head of it. It was pretty like crappy material anyway, but you just see this kind of like spinning set of cogs and stuff exposed behind the figure.
Maybe we let Countdown finish, but while we stand in other room.
Good plan. All right, everyone ready? Nubs says he cranks the lever again. Cling.
We could try and block the mechanism.
You could just let it happen, though.
Clink.
Just see what happens. Maybe the other door opens at the end of the 30 seconds.
Yes, it
Maybe
could.
we're
Clink.
wasting all our time.
Or maybe spiders come out. I don't know.
Cling.
We'll stand in another room.
I don't mind spiders. Well, clearly nothing
Clink.
is happening this way, so I think maybe let's just not clink it and see what happens.
Okay, Clink. Are you ready
It's
to
all
run out?
right,
We're gonna
chap.
get one more.
We can
We're
always
gonna
get
run.
the other door open. Medica knows what to do.
Clink. The door is open. Why don't we just leave it open and just watch from outside? Clink.
That's not a bad idea. Let's all go outside and watch what happens.
Yes.
All right,
that's
just give me
exactly
countdown,
what I
countdown.
said.
Okay.
Clink. Okay, I'm running now. Ah! Nubs is letting go of the handle and running.
Okay, so you all start to run. You all start to
Yeah.
run back into the original room, and Medica's like, "What the fuck?"
Nubs is
Just
counting
stay
his
there,
head.
Medica.
27.
Doing great.
24.
So I've got the
18.
timer. I did it based on the last clink. 15, 16, 17. You're all kind of just like listening to. The tenseness is rising.
My God!
And it stops. And the arm retracts back into the wall. And 4 stones from the wall in front open out into a doorway.
Ah.
Okay,
Well, much ado about nothing, I guess. Chaps.
we'll
We
see
are
about
getting
that.
skittish in our old adventuring days.
What's through the doorway, though?
I knew we should have just touched the lever, but it's obvious, really.
Well, maybe. All right, who's going to be first back in there then? You, sir, I assume. Mr. Confident.
Don't mind if I do. And Abard just drides on in.
I'm going to
Nubs
follow.
will
first.
follow. Nubs now has his bow out, by the way.
Abard, as you walk back into this room, looking at the lever, it almost stares you down, jestingly. You walk to the end of the room, and this black kind of square that is now revealed of this shadowy darkness into wherever is next. It's hard to see. The darkness is hard to penetrate with your eyes. But you know it at least leads somewhere. You see some depth through shadow. What do you do?
Abard is gonna advance a bit closer to this, and he's gonna good and evil at it.
You an evil door?
Are you evil?
Are you an evil door?
No. Says the door. Ah,
I am the fool.
you can talk.
On the music
Sorry.
cue.
It's
I
alive.
imagine-
The whole place is alive. Run for your life. Sorry. Sorry, sorry.
I imagine the rest of you Watch Abard look at this door and go, "Are you evil door?" And nothing happens. Absolutely
No.
nothing
That
happens.
voice, yeah. Can Nubs and
The
maybe
sound's
Shamash
frozen again, which is amazing.
Yeah.
You're up.
Still
Is
don't
it?
know if this door is evil or
Yeah,
not.
what about the store?
Reveal your secrets, door.
Can't hide from me! He says, putting a fist towards it.
Two can play it. That game, door.
I'm assuming I'm not super far behind him. I think Shamash too.
No, everyone's quite quick
Yeah.
to like advance.
Can we see more with our dark vision into this
Yes.
dark room? Yeah.
Yes,
So
and
it
as
sounds-
you look in, you start to see this kind of like slow, wavering shimmer of silver.
Can you see that too, Shamash? This sort of shimmering wave of silver?
The silver that is wavering in a shimmering way.
Yes.
A
That's
slow
what I'm talking
wavering,
about.
arguably.
Maybe it's yeah. Yes. Well.
Oh, yeah.
Well. Okay. Well, can you? I don't know. Bonfire it up or something. So we can see.
Oh, you want some light so everyone else can see? Yeah, I'll have a bonfire.
That could be an idea.
And Shamash has for himself plus a. Where are we spells? Sorry. He creates a bonfire about 10 foot in front of him near the shimmering, wavering, slow silver.
So as the bonfire lights up, you see now in front of you this shimmering silver portal. It seems so dense around you that it sucks light from within it purely, and even the bonfire, although a huge source of light, every aspect of the light from the bonfire almost seems to be sucked in to this shimmering portal.
Should
Something beyond our comprehension.
we go through it? I mean, we've got it this far.
Yep. You first.
Okay. Anyone else want to go first?
Nope.
So music's gone
Okay.
far more epic than I thought it was going to go.
A portal to hell. Why don't we?
Yeah.
Do we see a wizard skeleton in a wheelchair arrive outside? Ah, welcome.
No one else. Keep okay. Well,
Don't trust magic.
Smash gingerly walks towards a silvering shimmer of waves, and
Wait.
hello.
Rope?
Oh, yeah. Hold
Oh,
on.
yes.
Took it with me. We want to tie this onto Shamash, I assume.
Or we tie this onto something. Throw it through
Something and then
pull
smash.
back.
Plan.
Oh, that's a good
Smash.
idea.
Hold on to this end, Shamash.
What?
I'm gonna tie the other end to the lever thing.
No.
No?
No. Hunger takes
How
a
about-
ration out of his bag, ties the end of the rope around a ration on this rope,
Ah.
and throws the ration through the portal attached to the rope.
Plan. Says Nubs
Sing
now he
in
understands.
slow motion with this music. No.
Only we had some more ooks to throw through.
No,
Staring at Phil.
they're very big.
So I guess
Hunger's gonna
Ration.
wait, holding onto the rope, sort of paying attention to feel any change in tension or tugging or anything on the rope.
almost like fishing.
Yeah.
No movement from the rope.
Hunger's gonna sort of like jiggle it a bit.
The rope jiggles. Nothing. No bite.
Just gonna slowly pull it back. Pulling on the rope, pulling on the rope.
You pull the rope so far that it comes back through the portal.
I'm just going to pick up the ration tied onto the end and examine it. Does it look any different? Does it look burnt? Does it look Frozen? Does it look melted?
300 years older.
Yeah.
It looks completely normal.
Well, there's only one way to test this properly. Time
Yeah,
it up,
It's not about
lads.
the ration, it's about
Going
sending a
in.
message.
No, Finn,
Oh my
you can
God.
go in first if you want. That's fine.
Absolutely. I still
want
would
the
like
rope,
to be
Finnan?
tied to the rope though, in case it goes wrong.
Very
I'm just
good.
Take the ration for your if in case you just snap.
I'm just
I
going to
think you
tie
can
the
take the
rope
ration with you.
around Finnan's waist. So,
Nice.
pull twice if danger.
Cool.
Plan.
I will pull once if no danger. Right?
Yes.
Okay. Sweet.
And 3 times if it's a bit dangerous, but not too dangerous to foreigners
Yeah, or
coming
fucking
through.
weird. If it's really weird, pull 3 times.
Perfect.
Just pull twice if you want to come back.
Okay.
Yeah, plan.
And don't pull at all if you're dead.
Well. Yeah. Hopefully not. We'll see how it goes. Right. I sort of Finnan squares up to the portal. Turns to Laz and goes. Turns to Ugabunkerson actually. Goes, you sure there's nothing wrong with that ration?
I'm just going to look at it again. Sniff it. He's going to sniff the ration actually and use his Mudagog's bear hide armor to give him an advantage on perception check of sniffing the ration. 17.
There is nothing different to smell.
Right.
Seems normal.
Good enough for me. Finnan casts jump and goes straight,
Finnan, wait!
straight into the portal. Hands first.
Shoof.
Finnan. Let's move into another chat real quick.
Okay.
Move into. Oh, do we have another one?
End credits roll for the low profilers.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah.
The
you're
campaign's
in-
just ended right there.
I can just imagine Andy going like this. So
Finnan
you're going to
is
need to
the
re-roll a
only
new
survivor.
character. Oh.
Everyone but Finnan rolled.
Can we speak in AFK? We can't, can we?
No.
We could get you
We
in
just go and put a die.
hoods,
and then,
yeah, with Joe, and just chuck him in here for a
Sure,
bit.
you can just create a new channel though. Ah, here we go.
I was going to say, I swear there used to be more than 2 channels.
There
There
we
you
go. Alright. Alright.
Oh, hello.
Dog.
Yeah. Okay, so as you go through this portal, you enter into another 30 by 30 foot room, and at the end of it is another silver portal, like the one you just entered through.
Okay. I guess in the. I have a quick scan. Are there any like drop down like similar mechanisms or anything, or was it literally just another portal?
Nothing else, just the portal at the end.
And the rope won't be long enough for me to run through the next one.
How long was the rope?
Be about 30 foot, I imagine, because it's just 30-foot rope.
Yeah.
I'll go up to the other portal and inspect it to see if it's like the portal I've just come through.
Okay.
And that's what I'd like to do.
As you get closer and closer, you start to feel the rope tense on you as it now reaches its end. Looking at the portal, it looks pretty much the same
Okay.
as the one that you've come through. Doesn't look to be too much difference.
Right. I'm gonna do a detect magic on it just to see if I can get a vibe from the portal. I know I've already been through one, but I wanted to see if there's any anything else going on in this room?
There's nothing else in this room that feels magic other than the portal, both to the front and to the back.
Okay. Guess I'm gonna head back through then and just report. No, wait. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna do a single tug on the rope. Just be like, it's fine. No, wait. What was their code? Shit.
I wasn't listening.
It got insane because like I swear two was to come back. 1 if it was okay, I think. 3 if it was like a bit weird and didn't like it. I'm gonna give it 3 tugs.
3 tugs.
Yeah. I'm gonna pull the rope
3
3
tugs,
times.
and you're gonna go back on yourself,
I'm
or you're gonna stay as is?
I'm gonna see what they do. I'm just gonna put it 3 times.
Okay. All right, stay here, please.
Nice.
And then crashed, and then I think Finn was getting put through on it.
Yeah.
You missed the ration going in, I guess.
so
Yeah,
I'm
Charlie,
good.
sorry.
I did hear the ration.
Okay.
I did hear the ration.
Yeah, and then Finnan volunteered,
Oh.
tied a rope around Finnan, and he's gone through.
Hang on, Luke, you need to go back into the other chat.
Oh, okay, shit.
Can't let you be a spy down yourself. Be by yourself down here, kid. How's it going?
Yeah, good. Going through some portals, like so.
Yeah. Sounds interesting.
I gotta hang out to see what happens. We're RPing it hard at the moment. How's things with you, dude?
Yeah, all good, thanks.
Nice.
Just doing some of this time walkie stuff.
Ah, sick. Yeah, I really want to check some of that out. I slept through till like 1 p.m. today, so
Oh, jeez. You feel any better there?
yeah, loads better for it.
Nice.
Right, Luke, you feel a pull on yourself, as you feel this huge pull from the other side, and it pulls you back into the portal that you've come from. You've
Okay.
just like been pulled through the room, but as you come pulled through the portal that you've entered the room through, you're suddenly without a rope around your waist, and you find yourself in another room, which is now 30 by 30 foot, and in the center is a shattered boulder in the middle of the room. You're more than welcome to come and join the other chat now to just like listen in, but I would ask you not to say anything.
Yeah, perfect. Okay.
All right, cool.
Shit, Doc, it's going
Easy
down.
Have
I'll
fun.
speak to you in a bit, dude.
Sorry. I just had to just explain to Luke what was going on. Luke is going to stay in this chat, but
Yeah.
he's just going to listen. He's not in the room with you.
No.
As you pull the rope through, there is nothing on the other end of the rope.
Unger, seeing this, is going to gasp, bring out his maul, and charge into the portal.
Okay, we need to go into the chat.
But before you go, okay.
Too late.
Hold on.
I think you might just be in that other room, Bale.
Don't say anything. You can't speak.
No, I can't.
Okay.
That's
I won't
for
assume.
Bunga to deal with.
Do we follow Bungerson in? Oh, we have to. Fuck this. Nubs readies his bow.
Yeah, Eivard's getting the sword out.
Okay, fellas. You ready?
Eivard has his sword in one hand, and he's got like an urn of like incense. You know, like
Oh, yeah.
you get in Catholic ceremonies, the thing of like the censer thing. He's just swinging one of those around with like holy smoke
Smoke
coming
fills
out.
the room. Alright, I'm charging through. Let's go. Do we change channel?
I don't know.
I think. Wait.
I think wait.
Oh, wait, but we'll say we're charging through soon after, as soon as
Yeah,
it comes back.
I'll wander through quietly.
Hello.
Finnan, you look behind you as Unger Bungerson enters into the same room as you. Unger, you enter into a room, a portal, silver portal behind you, and in this 30 by 30 foot room, there is a boulder just blown into smithereens, and in the center of the room, I will see you guys.
Brennan,
Ogre? You
Where
came
is-
for me.
yes.
How did you get here?
but you weren't there. I went back, and now I'm here.
Yeah.
Where is
Yeah.
everyone
So
else?
I pulled on the rope 3 times. I forgot what the phrase was. And then yeah, I was pulled back through the portal I came through, and then I ended up here.
Ah. Hmm.
Which portal did you go through once you were in the first
Hi.
portal room?
We pull rope. You weren't on rope. Unger get hammer and charge through
Okay.
portal. And then empty room. So I go to tell others I go back. And
Yeah.
I walk back through, and now I'm here.
With this sweet boulder.
Hmm.
Interesting.
We go
I
back.
reckon. I think we wait. I gotta hear me out. I think the lads are gonna try and do something similar, so we may have a few more boys joining us shortly.
Hmm. Yes.
On the other hand, it's kind of hard to RP investigating the boulder, but I'm intrigued by it.
Yeah. Okay.
Nice.
Well, while we're in this room, should we take a little snoop around the boulder
Yeah, definitely.
and wait till Andy gets back and
Yeah.
tell us what we see.
I swear it's got like some weird force field around it. Your hands get blown off.
Your hands turn into slugs,
Yeah.
and everyone's infertile now.
Jeez. Harsh boulder, dude.
Harsh boulder. Harsh magical boulder. I see this being another one of those, the kind of a rerun of the wardrobe at the livestock rally.
Oh my god, yeah, 100%. Anytime there's portals, it always goes wrong.
Yeah.
Like, we consistently fuck it.
Oh boy.
Ah, I just wish I wish the rope was slightly longer, so I could have gone out the other portal to have seen what would happen there, rather than going back through the same one. But
Yeah. I wonder.
yeah, the portal space. It's not gonna work.
Oh my god, what the fuck?
Oh, separately, that Oh Dear game is on, so
Oh dear.
yeah. Yeah, sort of hunting. Ah,
Oh,
Huh?
Nubs!
Oh yeah, that game. Yeah, yeah. Huh?
I don't get to hear what happens to me yet, but I can't tell you anything about what's happened either. I imagine. So yeah,
Okay.
Well,
Nice.
if you're in this channel, then you're in the same room as us.
oh,
I'm pretty sure.
Well-
might not be the case.
Might not be the case, yeah.
Gotta find out.
Charlie's gone now.
Yeah, it's worth trying to work out.
Are you in here?
Yes, I think so.
Anyone else in here?
Hello.
Oh, Nubs, you're here. That's good. What
Yeah.
about Medica? Oh no, Medica's far away.
He's just, yeah, he's a bit around.
Right.
Hang on.
Are there portals?
No, so you enter. For those of you who have just entered into the room, you enter into a room, another room, 30 by 30 foot squared. But in the center of the room is a pile of black boulder, obliterated into smithereens, and just like this one pile.
Talking to me? What?
I
Okay.
think Abard raises a good.
How did everyone else get here?
Now everyone's joined us here. Are there any
Hello?
portals out of this room, or was it just the boulder?
Right.
No, there's no portals.
I'd
No
like
portals.
to point out, this time, this isn't my fault.
So there
Okay,
are no.
I'm going to say to everyone else, nice to see you, by the way, Bunga. So I went in 3, and then I went out 3, and now I'm here. How does that work?
Well,
Wait,
I
So I
I
went
went
in 3
in
portals.
you went
and
in
out
3.
one.
Yeah, I went in 3 and then went out 3. It's funny because we went through 3 and it just kept appearing another one in front of us, and then I turned around. And I'm assuming you turned around as well, Abard and Shmash.
Yeah. I think about this now. You remember how there was a countdown from 30? Do you reckon if we just ran through 30, we'd have been fine?
I don't know.
I only went through the first portal. I had a look round, and there was a portal in the first room I got to, at the opposite end of the room.
Yep.
And I was like, huh, it's just out of reach on this bit of rope. It seemed just like the other portals, and that's when I tugged the rope 3 times, and you pulled me back through the original portal, and then I ended up here without the rope.
Oh,
Ah.
so it's the turning around.
So I think
Okay,
it's
well, I went.
that initial
I think-
portal when you go through the other way, maybe.
Well, I'm just
Why
glad
is
to
it
see all
always
of you anyway.
portals? It always goes fucking wrong. for
I
us,
fucking
guys.
hate portals, mate.
I don't think you went
Right.
too wrong. We're still here. We have our health.
Oh,
we
Excuse
have
me, I'm just getting a call.
our friend
Sorry,
here.
1 second.
Boop, boop.
Yeah, who's speaking?
Yeah, it's me, yeah.
Is
I was just
Joe-
wanting to
is
order.
he the owner? Is
No,
he
he's not the
there?
owner.
No, I need to talk to him about a problem I had.
Well, I can't
I'm in
answer
this
that at the
portal.
moment. I'm in the middle of a
Portal.
portal, sorry.
Right.
I'm in a portal.
Yeah.
Did you take away in the
Listen,
spiritual?
This is Roy D. Mercer. I'm calling you from Elk City.
Well, I'm not in Elk City, I'm in the portal.
So there's no portals in this room.
No.
No, so looking behind you, you see the outline of the same size shape of door, but it is just blocked by stone.
And Crank or whatever his name is with us as well, isn't he? At this point,
Yeah, Krantz came with.
Krantz, yeah.
He was holding hands with Shamash. for some
Shamash,
reason.
who forced him through.
So was Avard.
So,
Okay. Well, here we are, gentlemen. I'm glad we're all here.
hmm.
There's some interesting obliterated black boulder.
Obliterated boulder. Yes.
Obliterated
Nubs,
boulder.
Nubs looks at his hammer. Obliterated. Obliterated.
Oh,
And he takes
fix
it
with
out.
The hammer.
Yes.
I was gonna do that, says Nubs. Just approaches the.
Sorry.
He approaches now. I'm joking. So Nubs approaches. Yes, yes, I think you might be right. Jay very gingerly reaches his hand all the way out, wincing a little bit, and just taps part of the obliterated boulder.
The black boulder made from deep obsidian starts to mold back together from the bottom. Almost like a magnetic field starts to pass through it, and these chunks start to piece together. And in front of you, you start to see this large arching black obsidian archway. And a silver
Oh, good.
portal veils down from it. Like a
Oh my god,
curtain.
not again.
Unger walks straight through it.
Oh, Jesus.
Like, no rope, no nothing.
Sigmar's bolt! Abod goes for his
Ju- Okay.
Oh, for fuck's sake,
Why am
says
I
Nubs, and he
expecting
throws
some, like,
himself through as well.
Harry Potter, like, Death Arch or some shit.
Nubs is also now through with his bow in hand.
Do you
Right,
pass
we're not-
through? No, go
Any
for it.
more? Shamash, Finnan?
I mean, if everyone's going already, there doesn't seem to be a way out here. Been in
I imagine Medica's
Come
still in
on.
the room, hanging onto the chain, like,
Yeah.
what the fuck's going on?
It's shouting out in the other room. So I haven't heard them in ages.
With just
They keep
apes.
so loud. Yeah.
I feel like he's just singing like, I'm a friend of Talos. Talos is my friend. I'm a friend of Talos.
That or he's trying to teach the apes about Talos. Talos is my god.
The great thing about Talos is he is unforgiving.
Also,
Why feel
he's
forgiven?
totally shredded, and he goes to the gym every day.
You know,
He wears this really cool eye patch. Anyway, as you all walk through this kind of silver veil, you find yourselves in
Hell.
what looks to be almost like a dirt opening.
A dirt opening.
It's not a lot. It's not large. It's around 10 foot deep. And the headroom is only around kind of 5 foot. So some of you are going to have to duck. And you're all bundled in together into the area. And in front of you is a skeleton of large density. And atop its chest is a huge tusk. That of a most likely a mammoth.
sorry, this is a skeleton that looks like it's been pierced by a tusk, or the skeleton has a big tusk.
It's holding a mammoth tusk.
Look like mammoth tusk.
Do you recognise it, Unger?
Yes, looked like mammoth tusk, but
I don't know what that is, but yes, you've seen it before.
yes, is this. Unger pulls out a small piece of mammoth ivory from his bag. Carved on one side, there's a singular mountain and what looks like this massive mammoth creature stood in front of the mountain.
Yes, it looks
Holy
like
shit.
this as well. And Abard pulls out a mammoth tusk that he got from the Frost Giants in Brinshanda about 9 years ago. So, like this, and it's a full mammoth tusk.
Where do you keep that?
Ah, yes, mammoth tusk.
Pulls out? Yeah. It's huge.
Anyway, I'll
you
put that away again.
Says,
Let's focus on
opening
the
his
top
legs, sliding up somewhere. Up. Sorry, you stand up so straight all the time. Okay. And this skeleton here, it bears a remarkable semblance to one of his sort, says Nubs, pointing at Bungson. Look at those
Bungus
thick
just kind
bones.
of stood there, not really particularly thinking anything, with a just underbite. Just jaw protruding forwards.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Should we look at it? I don't know what else we can do. I'm gonna go and look at it. Cover me.
Yes.
So Snubs as he scurries forward to the skeleton.
Rat takes that literally and throws his cloak over Nubs.
Whoa, I can't see anything. Nubs flicks the cloak off.
You're covered.
Very funny. And he continues towards the tusk. He touches it very gingerly with his small gnomish hands. Does he notice anything about it to the touch? to tingle with electricity or something.
It feels hollow.
Feels hollow. He says back at the crew.
And as you look at it, you notice several holes going down the center line of it.
Would it
And
be
at the
almost like an
end,
Oh,
The
sorry.
sharp end, it has a hole.
I would say, with my rudimentary knowledge, that this looks like some kind of instrument. Perhaps something that's made to be played or blown. Some kind of wind instrument. Does that ring any bells, Bunga?
Well,
Unger? Let's play.
I
Hold on.
can try and play, if like panpipe.
Well, let's try. And Nubs is going to pick it up if he can. How heavy is it? Probably very heavy, but...
It's very heavy.
Do you want me to roll a strength or anything, or can I just about muster enough strength to do so?
Give me a strength. Make it entertaining.
Okay. It's going to be a strength save or just a strength roll?
Just a check. Yeah, just a normal roll check. Just
All
a
right.
check.
It's much worse than my saves. All right, it's an 8. I can't.
You
It's too
swear
heavy.
you feel a hernia that was long lost ago in many decades start to pop out for the first time. It rears its ugly head.
Oh God, my kidney. Maybe one of you should pick this up. Maybe you just take it straight from
Let
Bugs.
me. Honeyman.
Oh yes, yeah, I will. You please grab it.
I'm just going to make a strength check. 23.
You pick it up with ease, and as you pick it up, from underneath where it is placed, you see a plaque that is residing over the skeleton. And it reads in Bunganese: "Through Tuscan bone, summon warning, call thy brothers throughout our ordning."
Who's currently playing this tune on
Yeah.
I remember it was
I
a dark
didn't
night and it was a
Just
strange
like
day. What was a dame like this doing in a
my
place like this? I don't
maxophone.
know. She came in like a breath of fresh air on a cold winter's morning. Dress hung down like a hazy rainfall. But her face was speaking of soft spring. Of course, I didn't notice. I was busy at my typewriter. Sorry.
Imagine the
Hard
woman in
boiled.
question, like, got a monobrow and is wearing like a leopard skin, kind of
Yeah.
like another K woman.
I'm looking for my husband, she told me. Sorry.
I'm sending a flashback, Unger, to your old village. It does give you a flash.
I think you're breaking up a bit.
Oh no, that was such a crux as well.
Ah, really do so well.
Can we revive
We
it?
know
While
where
he's
we can
reconnecting,
knock
does
down
anyone else
the
want to give
Wi-Fi
us some
tonight.
hard boiled? Sorry.
Oh no.
This is the noise of Bunga's village when he gets back.
Yeah.
The yaks grazing on the Great Plains. He's back. He's happy. He's never coming back after this.
Oh, we got something from you then, Andy.
Yeah, it's like uncharacteristically sunny, bright day on the tundra.
Yeah.
Hunger's
Yeah,
rolling
it's
around on the
it's
grass.
spring. The tundra flowers have all bloomed. There's little bees that are flying around. The snow has melted, and it's springtime.
But in reality, Hunger's completely unconscious of the mud in the tundra with a smile on his face.
It's twitching slightly.
Can you hear that?
Oh, here he is.
Hunger!
Is he back? No. Oh, maybe.
Oh,
Hello?
I just imagine Unger like lets his hair down and like this beautiful flowing brown hair glistening in the sunlight as he runs through. Have we got you now, Andy? Sorry.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Amazing. So as you read that, Unga Bungerson, we're going to end the session there as you kind of imagine your village. Oh no! Hang on, I want to play a tune for you all as a way to mark the end of it. As you pick up the mammoth tusk and remember the rest of your village playing instruments like this back in those days. Oh, the tune's not gonna play, bastard! It was so good.
Come on.
Drop it in Discord.
No,
Or
no, that's what I'm
WhatsApp.
trying to do. That's what I'm trying to do. Oh, it was so cinematic as well, bastard. I'll try something else instead.
Give us a YouTube link, maybe.
Oh, it's just not doing anything. I was going to play the Back to the Future. Hang on, let me whack it in.
Right again.
Well,
It's just not copying anything, which is super weird.
Do you have the link for it?
That's what I'm trying to paste in, but it's not working.
Is it Power of Love? You want to play?
Oh, hang on.
Ba, ba.
It suddenly started working.
Nice. Oh,
As Unga Bungerson pulls up the mammoth tusk into his hands, the rest of you all, as he starts to read out the inscription underneath in the plaque, find yourselves in another possession of what must be a historical vestige from the times of the giants and the Uthgar.
And we're transported back in time to the Stone Age.
Unga Bungerson's the dead boy starts to play out.
Oh, I think it skipped that.
It skipped a little bit there, sorry, mate.
My Wi-Fi's fucked, I think.
you're back in the
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
And now.
Yeah, something
yeah,
about
yeah.
Bungerson and
I
a
can't
dead
hear you.
boy?
Yeah.
Okay, no. I can see your lips moving, but I can't hear you.
Oh no.
oh no.
Well, that's the end of the session here on that massively technical glitch. I don't know why. I can't hear anything. Oh, it's because my headphones came out, that's why.
Ah.
Hey, it's back, everybody.
A physical
Back to the
glitch.
future.
Yes, we will end the session there. You're in possession of another vestige of the olden times. With Nub's hammer, he has repaired something bigger than he's ever repaired before. Obsidian stone, as Krantz is just staring at the hammer. And as Unga Bungerson starts to play his musical tune in this crypt, Krantz looks at you, Nubs, and says, I think we might need to have a little talk.
Nebs just looks at him and goes, eh! So with a smile on his face. Or maybe more like a confused, eh? I think, yeah, basically. Yeah. Alright, wonderful. That was really great.
Nice one, boys.
Amazing.
Right, it's time for a